just getting set up and ready to go here. I need to send out a tweet to let everyone know we're doing our thing, and then we'll get started. Oh golly, I didn't make a new picture. I did not make a new picture. Y'all are gonna watch me make a really quick picture in Publisher, which is how I do all my stuff. I have templates set up. I just have to change out names and things like that. And yeah, it makes it really, really easy. Sized right, etc., etc. I just have to change the title and the date. So this is not The Vice Awaits anymore. This is The Traverse, Part 1. Today is December 3rd. Actually, December 2nd. And we hit the old Saverino. And then we file and save as a JPEG. Hey, folks. Let's say this is a JPEG. So I can send out a tweet. This is Vice Teaser 38 for episode 44, I believe. 43, 44. I should actually match those up at some point, but you know, it is what it is. Save there. Hey, Tanya. Yep, second. So, Tweeterino. Add photos. Vice Teaser 38. What's happening? Our first full... What's going on here? Our first full episode in Vice itself. Only 200, and let's see, we did 234. Come check out my quick resolution encounter STM that I am using, and help support at Toys for Tots, TOYS, Toys for Tots, by donating to keep the party alive. Twitch.com/TallSkull. Look at that. And I should tag the cast in this fun and exciting tweet. So exciting. So exciting. Bird. 3Ds. Dragons. Danny. Danielle. Danny. A G, Mr. Good Guy Pie. A J-E to get Jeanette. An A to get Alicia. Hey, Templar Warden. Yay, thanks for the subscription. Hype, hype, hype. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, and then Cloak and Blaster. And hey, And there's Bird versus Plane. Hyping it right back. More flexing for my cast. I was gonna say, if you all subscribe to Instagram, you see the condition I'm in after my deep tissue work that I had done this morning. It's gnarly, man. Gnarly, gnarly, gnarly. Ugh. I got my nice creepy music to get everyone in the mood. I was going to say, a lot of this is in the hands of the dice and the decisions of the cast. So we shall see. Okay, it's so weird. I'm so used to having my WoW pad, my Nostromo for playing WoW when I'm streaming. It's weird not having it there. The cast is gathering. Oh, I need to get up my chat. Yeah, that is a deep tissue fascia work for those of you who are not familiar with breaking down adhesions. It is not fun. It works great, but it's not fun. Okay, y'all just missed Dragons of Cats stripping down in the back room in the because he's in summer. I'm keeping my eye on you guys back there in the green room. I'm not listening, but I actually, speaking of which, I need to actually get ye old headset going. Oh man, oh man. So hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. I ate too much pie. I am feeling very lazy and pudgy, but so it goes. Man, oh man. Sorry I'm not very chatty, guys. I'm kind of zoned out. I've got all this stuff ready to go, all the stuff in the things. I'm a little nervous. I'm nervous for our cast. I'm nervous for this quick resolution combat. It's either going to work really well or it's going to be a disaster. So we're going to see. We're going to learn. We're going to learn something today. Hey, y'all gonna learn. We're all gonna learn because it's either gonna work or it ain't gonna work, and we shall see which direction that goes. Uh-oh, what's Kyle? Kyle's linking strange things. I'm not sure if I should click on it.
Ah, big night.
No, big day. The client's gonna...
Australian commercial beforehand. Oh, I think it's actually... Oh, it's all about staying well under stress. Big days start with Baroka, whatever. I will share that. Now that I know what it is, I will share it. So if you need your little Aussie fix. So, tracking. Man, oh man. Well, I'm gonna see. Well, I don't know if we have everyone. We should have 7. No, I'm still missing a Danny. He's usually on time as well. 2, 3, 4, 5. Because we're missing... We'll start off down Cilia, and then we already don't have a good guy pie today. But, yeah. I wonder... Let me check my Twitter to see if Danny has left anything. Has left me a message or anything. No? No. So you guys excited to get involved with this, to get this started? 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Here's your 4-minute warning. In case you all forgot, do you all need me to link you the spreadsheet link again? Oh, yeah, well, there it is. Templar's on it. On the case. So for I'm going to be putting it on the screen, but for people who are interested, you are welcomed to follow along on our tracking sheet. And this is all of my sort of rules for how we're doing quick combat resolution, or I should call it encounter resolution. There's multiple things that can happen that are going to be solved entirely with single rolls of the dice. Nothing is save or die, but, well, the ambushes might become save or die, but we'll see. It's certainly going to be interesting. Hey, look at all the fun people who've joined in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gosh, I got like 8 people in my spreadsheet. People all up in my spreadsheet. Just to let you know, the tab 1 tells you sort of the rules, basically how it goes, how the turn order goes. Table 2, or tab 2 shows you all the tables of different things and how they work. Damage mitigations, what happens with spell casting, all that kind of stuff. And then the last one is our tracking of these 240 some odd encounter checks that we have that represents the traverse, the 3-week traverse, 20 days that it takes to go through the Vice itself. I've also picked up a very bad habit of the Mercer fake drink. For some reason, I start talking, I want to bring this up, and then I talk, and then I put it back down again. It's a D&D thing. It must just be like a DM thing. I don't get it. Totally don't understand. But, yeah, I've been spending my Thanksgiving vacation inventing new and fun custom creatures for my cast. I can't decide. I've got about 3 favorites. I always thought vortex crawlers were the worst thing I could come up with. Until I came up with my new Blight Stalkers, which I just love. I just love them. And then I've got some other ones I'm not going to tell you the name because I want to leave the shock value for when I first tell you the name of it. Because the name itself is one of those just... Oh, man, oh, man. So you guys getting ready for this? Yeah. Trust me, we're all going to take a little bit of time for us to get used to the spreadsheet and such. So we're going to try our best to keep things moving as fast as we can. Absolutely, man. I've got 2 green teas on standby. I've got my Earl Grey that I'm sipping on now, and I usually have a glass of water as well. That's probably going to happen as well. Yep, man. Definitely when you're lifting, you got to stay hydrated. That's a quick way to no fun world. No fun world at all. Oh, man, oh, man. Well, I'm going to go ahead and let the cast know we're switching over here. I'm going to go ahead and get myself ready to be popping over in just a second. We'll start with the folks that we have in, not in their chairs. So, folks, I'm going to hop on over to the main station, and we're going to go live here in just a second. So let me just get rid of my video device on the main page, and we will hop on over. Let's see, we're 6cam. There we go. Everyone, of course, is in the wrong place, per normal, but at least we don't have to like resize cameras and stuff. So while we are doing that, and I move people around, so while I'm moving her, Alicia, tell you just a little bit about yourself and who you're playing.
Hello, I am NNG9. I play Luna, our water genasi monk, who's quiet and getting ready to punch things in the face.
There will be some face punching. No doubt about it. Get a little bit of resizing happening. Kyle, of course, you know. We'll go to him next. Hey, look at that! On the right channel to do it, man.
Well, I saw your massage. That's insane.
Oh yeah, dude. It's like the best though. It's like 2 days later, you feel like I feel like I'm young again and things. I feel like I'm like 20 again. Actually, it's even sadder. I feel like I'm like 35 again. You know, It's the best thing ever.
That's wonderful. Good
You
stuff.
always feel young on the inside.
Yes.
You're always young to us. You'll ever be forever young.
I didn't say that.
Hi, everyone. I am Dragons Are Cats. I am playing Iskrin, the Legend Warlock. Bam. And he's basically just been brought out of his own ring into the vice, kicking and screaming like a toddler.
Pretty much. What's happening?
Just crying.
While Tunar's getting settled, let's go to Bird versus Plane.
Hey folks, I am Bird vs. Plane. I'll be playing Iskatol, the half-elf bard / newly found gunslinger.
Gun user.
Gun sort of understander.
Yeah.
Who is nervous about the first real combat in the Vice. We've defeated some tiger spiders before, but that was a quick, sweep under the rug kind of combat. This is the real deal. Let's see what happens.
And then we have our buddy Tunarth.
Hello. As I scoot in the last possible second today. I am Tunarth. I am playing Kel, the Wood Elf Druid. And, okay, into the Vice we go.
Here we are.
Over the river and through the woods. And into the Vice we go.
And into the Vice we go, pretty much. So, where we left off last time, after spending a short time in West, overnight basically, and meeting up with some of Luna's old suitors, we'll call them, who were somewhat helpful and not helpful as well, but mainly meeting up with their new guide, Dustin Shadowstep, who had accompanied, they had met earlier in the campaign back in Sojourn's Crossing. They set out on their way through the Vice. They're about, right now, we're about 12 hours in. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We can tell you exactly what time it is. It's 4 in the afternoon. And we have Celia, who is inside of the ring, the hibernation ring. As in the Vice, you are not allowed to, for everyone who watched the slideshow, you are not allowed to rest, you can't cast, and you really can't stop. That's the whole trick. There are so many different things that are in the Vice that basically are built to take advantage of those types of things. That pretty much the only way to survive is just to keep moving 24/7. And so the real battle becomes against exhaustion and the effects of exhaustion. 6 levels exhaustion, you die. And there's really not a whole lot you can do about it. So the way that's solved is by using hibernation crystals. Luckily enough, they are actually remnants of earlier visits of Iskrin's people to this sphere, and so he had his ring acts as one. So like I said, currently we are at the tail end of Celia's stay in the ring. So this is basically occurring from sometime between 4 and 6 o'clock. In that 2-hour period is when this combat is going to begin. We left off, and actually, before we start, I'm going to actually turn it over to Luna to tell us all about our channel and how we run it for charity. Because I need to turn on the fan, turn on the air conditioner, and be right.
Speaking of tail ends and magic.
Tail ends and magic. Maybe we should let our buddy Templar Warden introduce himself, because I'm me, and yeah.
Yes.
Yes, and he was the first person in the call and everything, and
Everyone forgets.
you know, it's
It wasn't me for a change.
it wasn't you for a change. Yeah, because usually I go up the side and across the top, and I somehow because you weren't there, maybe you were there, I don't know. Anyway, I got so distracted by Iskrin flexing, I just got all verklempt and such. So I'm gonna let you introduce yourself. I'm gonna let Alicia talk about how we run our channel for charity. I will be right back because it is getting very warm in my in the office right now because it's 80 again in Florida today. Crazy.
I don't want to hear it.
You guys are supposed to be in winter. Get it together.
I am.
So,
You're in
hello.
Hey, my turn.
Hello, I am Templar Warden. I'm also known as Daniel, and I play Hidden by Axel, the Tabaxi wizard who can't cast spells in the Vice. It's going to be fun. Yes, and I have Temtax because I decided that because I can make fun of people because I have Temtax now. Yes, now we can hand it over to them.
Thank you, Templar. If you're just joining us for the first time or returning, welcome! This channel is 100% for charity. This month's charity is Toys for Tots, an organization dedicated to bringing toys to underprivileged families all across the U.S. There are multiple volunteer things you can do as well. Sometimes they might just be in your office. Please click on the link. Check out the website. It's great. If you choose to contribute to the organization by donating to our channel, we have a number of various levels below. Things from giving a player an advantage, a D10 healing dice, and this month only level we have is I'm just trying to find the exact name of it, not the punch bowl, a holiday trinket. Give a player a holiday trinket from the Weak Magic item generator, which can be very useful. That's how we got our lovely donkey legs for our wagon as we're going through, and so poor Turnip, our mule, didn't have to die. But if donating isn't in your budget, that's okay. You can do things like share us on social media, like Twitter and Facebook. Otherwise, thank you for joining, and we hope you enjoyed today's session.
Awesome. So we are about to take our party into their first, well, actually everyone except for Alicia. Alicia's seen the map before. So how we run this is so we don't have to worry too much about exactly where people are positioned at all given times and to keep things going. What I basically do is let people hop on the map before the attack comes to position themselves where they want to be around the wagon. The attack can come from any side in the Vice, even but from behind you. So it's 100% up to them where they want to be. It's not going to give any tactical advantage. I have pretty much placed things randomly around the map, and that's the direction where they potentially will come from. Actually, I can roll a d8 to see which direction it comes from. So, with no further ado, we are going to jump the players over onto the map and get it on for you guys as well. Get it turned on. And move the players over, and let me center the map in the screen so you all can see. And as I said, guys, you are welcome to position your token, make sure they all can move and stuff. I copied them over from an earlier battle map. You're welcome to put them wherever you would like.
You don't have to deal with it wandering. It's my house. I'll let you have November. I was nice.
I believe, as I said at the ending of last episode, Dustin jumped up onto the wagon and said, "Tumble beasts!"
Yeah.
So go ahead and move your players around, your tokens around to wherever you would like them to be.
Oh, real quick, who wants to pilot luck?
Yeah, someone needs to pilot luck, and Celia's in the ring right now.
I guess I'll do it this time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get everyone killed.
Project.
Let me go ahead and get that. Can be edited and controlled by our buddy, Hidden by Axel.
Have you been practicing your luck, boys?
That's the real question.
No. Luck, gold hearts.
That's good enough.
Not bad.
Trying for it.
I like
Good.
it. Oh,
Not bad.
Didn't quite get the inflection.
this is the first try, man.
Oh, hold on. I'll be back in. It's December, so D&D Christmas is on. D&D December's on, so just 1 sec.
D&D December? I don't know what that...
Spooky music.
Of course. Has everyone got themselves where they think they want to be? Remember, you need to move Luck, Templar, where you want him to be.
Oh, so actually, in that case, I think I will take this corner, so I can be by both.
Okay, folks.
Apparently the music's a little loud today.
A little loud? Okay. Let me get it pulled back down. Yeah, those violins get a little bit crazy on that one. Well, we're actually about to do this, so... Okay, folks. I need you guys, if you're ready, go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Alright.
Kyle.
Let's do it.
You got this. I believe in you. What? I selected my... God damn it.
I didn't do that either.
Yeah, remember to select your thing.
I tell that to my players every Tuesday night.
I did though. Whatever.
Yeah, go ahead and click it and I'll edit it in.
Okay, thank you.
A year later, and we are still messing up our introductions and forgetting how to roll initiative. Welcome to the Vice.
Hey, pro
Never.
streamers here.
I never make mistakes.
Did anyone else need to have their initiative order corrected because they didn't click on their thing?
Actually, mine's not opening up for the right click. That's weird. Oh wait, hold on. That's right. I'm not the DM.
Yeah, yes, you always have to remember that. One, two, three, four, five, six. Let's get the old tumblebeasts.
We're doomed.
Fine.
God, I love this music. This music's great.
Okay. And so you hear Dustin yell out, "Tumblebeasts!" And he goes, "If you must, a mighty blow that penetrates their armor while they are curled up does incredible amounts of damage, but otherwise wait until they uncurl before you attack."
I am so scared. That sentence.
So they're giant pill bugs.
Giant pill bugs is pretty much, I mean, you haven't seen them, but when they come rolling out, giant pill bugs with big giant, think of long horns that come out the sides. So when they're rolling, they've got a nice big wide swath of gore potential.
Like a Donphan from Pokemon.
Sure.
I know there's lots of different...
Or the tires on the car in the race in Greece.
Any of the above.
Yeah.
Any of the above.
Anything right.
So Luna, it is your initiative.
Holding action till I see him.
Axel.
Same. Yeah, holding position.
Okay.
Something.
Kel.
So we did determine that my wild shape is an ability, not a
It
spell.
is an ability, not a spell.
So I will use my bonus action to become a giant elk.
Okay. I did not find a token that I was happy with. But because the thing is that basically think of yourself as being a T.
I am now huge.
Yeah. literally, like where you are, I mean, you take up like a T 3x3. I'm not going to enlarge your token that large. I mean, I guess we could do that and just have it be that people know that they can get in the corners of you.
And then I will hold my action until I see them.
So we're going to say that you enlarge that direction so you don't gore Iska.
Yeah, I'm going to enlarge facing backwards, back the way we came.
Backwards.
Because I'm not sure. Because we're still not sure which direction they're coming from.
That is correct.
My Zoom disconnected. I screwed up the cameras. I'm sorry.
No problem.
This is the worst Christmas ever.
Worst Christmas ever. So,
Is the mic still working?
yeah, we're still hearing you.
Good, good. Didn't know switch.
Of course, everyone's in the wrong spot again. Give me half a second. Put you back in your spot. Bird in his spot. Luna in her spot. Ruined Christmas.
Half a second is too long.
It's not Christmas!
Yet.
I got a quick question. When I'm on GM layer, tell me if you can see these measurements. Are you seeing that measurement?
Nope.
Awesome. Good. Good to know.
I mean, yes, I do.
Should we measure this? No, no.
Gee, why is it pointing in that direction?
Let me just have them do a quick... Kel, you hear a noise now behind you and to your right-hand side, somewhat in front of the wagon, with your passive perception.
Okay, I will.
Well,
turn.
I mean, you've already moved. I mean, yeah, you can rotate
Well,
in
I
your
can-
spot.
I
Yeah, you
can
can rotate.
turn.
Yeah, you can rotate. Iska, you are up.
I kind of follow the giant elk's lead, kind of turn the way he does, and I hold my action until I see the softs of their bellies.
Gotcha. Iskrin, you are up. And I did decide that, yes, your invocations are not spells, they are abilities.
What about the Warrior Constellation?
That is a spell because it burns spell slots.
Fair call. All right. So looking around, just see woods and forests, and not really see anything in front of me. Not really. No. Cool. He's gonna have Lyle still on his back. He's gonna draw his bow and arrow and stand up this portion up here, and he's just gonna draw and just in a wide sweep hold his action until something comes in and just let loose.
Okay. So you're holding your action.
Yep.
What do you want to have Luck do? Tell me if that music just got a little bit loud out there in Twitch land.
I think Luck has his right damage, correct, for the moment?
I'm sorry?
Or does he have his Crimson Right activated?
Yes, he did.
Did he act?
Yeah.
Well, but
He did.
yes, and it happens. It's only, but yeah, it's on all the way through. So yes, all the way through
That's
until
what I
it goes into the
Ring.
the ring. So you're good.
Yep. So then he'll, he will also sounds loud and dangerous, and gets his pickaxe ready. Can't quite get it a bit too deep. Anyway,
Damn good notes, it's there.
Okay, I'm pulling the audio down back a little bit, folks. Thanks, Wandering. Let me know if that's a little bit better. You hear another crashing sound over in the woods to this area up over here. You can't tell the depth back in the woods, but certainly something is back over there. Luna, you're up.
Son of a... Okay, yeah, so it's definitely coming from the direction Cal's facing, right?
Yeah, Kel's now rotated around, so
Okay.
I mean you can use a measure, but yeah, I mean like I was saying, you're hearing crashing sounds up here, if you think of the wagon, as a
Did you
clock,
ping
3
somewhere?
o'clock.
I didn't. Oh, okay.
Yeah, think about
3
like
o'clock.
from 2 o'clock ish. It's sort of where on a clock face, if the direction of travel, if your direction of travel is 3 o'clock, round between 1 and 2 o'clock ish is where you're hearing it.
Okay, so basically this direction. Got it. All right. In that case, I will step up here, and then hold my action. So you can hold action.
Okay, next up, Axel.
It was only one direction the sound was coming from, or wasn't it 2 different directions?
Same direction, 2 different times when the sounds happened.
Alright, so we got 2 different. Anyway, he is going to. Yeah, he's going to just pop down in front of Iska, and he's got, the dragon axe sort of loose in one hand, and a dart ready in the other hand, ready to throw because reasons. Oh, you know what? Of all stupid things, I didn't do Dustin's initiative.
I'd like to clarify something because I'm getting the sense that some of us are thinking opposite directions on this map. Are we traveling in?
You're traveling towards 3. Yep, you are. Yes, the wagon's direction of travel is this direction.
No, okay,
Yeah.
I misunderstood that then.
That's
I would
what
like
I
to change
thought.
my movement.
Okay.
That's okay.
I was
misunderstood
certainly
that.
confused by that.
Yeah. No, clock. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, then I'd want to move like here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely, you got there.
Yep, that's cool.
There we go.
Yeah, giant numbers. So yes, in general,
Live,
you are
everybody.
always heading east. So compass east. Maybe I should have just done it by coordinate directions. Yes, you're hearing the noise from the northeast. Pro streamer. I still need to do Schmo's initiative. He's basically been up there holding his action, as you can imagine, because he knows these things. And it was just Axel's turn, so Kel, you are up.
We still haven't seen them.
You have only heard them at this point.
Okay. There's not a whole lot of room for me to move because we're at a bit of a choke point. So.
I mean, you are welcome to go. I mean, with as you can see where what's considered. You can be under the brush, but you can. I mean, you can sort of see. What's it? Alt L, so that Control L. I mean, you can sort of see where the barrier of the forest is.
Okay.
So you are able to get underneath the trees a little bit, but not too far.
I'm going to move. I'm just going to move here, and again, hold my action until they appear. At which point I will obviously attack, just like probably everybody else is going to.
Yep. Well, and again,
Thrilling
holding
game
your
of waiting
action,
for them.
holding your action until one unrolls. Is that what you're saying? Now that
Yes.
your mouth is full, I can do my waitering skills.
Yeah. Yes.
Bubbernaut is now hosting with 19 viewers. Welcome to the Bubbernaut
wow.
crew. Welcome. Kel, from directly your 2 o'clock, you see come bursting out of the forest what looks like a giant pillbug, pretty much as you described it, and comes charging towards you. And I know they are hard to see in the brush. I don't know what I can do to make him look better.
I can. Yeah, I can kind of see him, but
Let me see if I can make him bright yellow. If I can tint it like yellow or something so you can see. There you go.
Oh my. Yes.
Yep. So, and tries to hit you with a gore attack.
All right.
He is still rolled up in his shell. With
Okay.
a nat 1, basically bounces off of your hooves and lands and comes to us. Like, he's like rolling like he's going to roll right through you, and doosh! It's like hitting a brick wall. That is his turn. Because he stayed within his ball. He can't unroll yet.
Is he like on his side?
They basically, he basically kind of looks like a tire.
Okay, but you can kind of see into the tire.
No,
yeah?
you can't. He is completely like like an armadillo armored sphere.
Right. He's getting an arrow.
Iska, you are up.
Okay, and the one that just popped out, like you said, it's still armored up, basically.
He's still armored up.
All right, Iska's just going to move a little bit closer here so she can kind of see from this direction, but maybe maintain, like, half cover behind the wagon, if that makes sense.
That's
She's
cool.
on that corner there.
Yep.
And we'll hold her action. Again, got to see the belly before
See that belly. Iskrin, you are up.
All right, so I look over to Dustin, arrow drawn in the bow, and say, "This is a non-magical weapon. Should I abandon this completely and just go with the sword, or what? What would be best?"
Wait for it to open, or give it a shot to see if you can get through the armor. It's not impenetrable. It's just mighty hard.
Screw it. Send fine. Alright.
Roll that attack.
Sort of thing.
On a 22, you actually see it scar fairly deeply, but does not penetrate.
It's just like, I just pull out another arrow ready to shoot.
Yep. And Dustin's up next, and he's like, can't let you have all the fun, and moves over one step from up on the wagon, and he's going to take a shot just to see if he can get, seeing as everyone else is ready to hit them hard, he's going to try to give it a shot. With a 20, it bounces off. With a 25, it penetrates.
Oh.
And whew, you see basically as this arrow goes into it, as it's still rolled up, the wound, because it's so tightly rolled, as soon as it penetrates, it just splits open and starts to tear and rip open as though it's doing far more damage than normally would be done. And he looks at you and goes, "It's worth it if you can make it through the armor." And does, as you probably imagined, 35 points of damage. As it is still rolled up.
I look at him and go, "All right, friendly contest. Let's do it, my man."
Yeah, that's his 2 attacks, and it is luck. Gonna say, is he gonna wait or is he gonna give it a shot? He has one of the few piercing melee weapons.
It's luck.
Oh yeah.
And it's a contest.
And now it's a contest.
I've got this. Jump, because he was standing up pretty much on the front of the car. Jumps off.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Go for it, man. I'll give you advantage since you're jumping off the wagon, because he can jump that far.
Bring down the.
So the first attack will have advantage, not both.
Yeah. Okay. With all the fancy force damage.
26
6.
will hit. And
12 force damage.
Yep. So it's his all is force, but it's piercing force. Kind of like the idea. So yeah, you see this go in, and again, just as the tightness of it's kind of like if you're hitting a balloon when it's stretched, it just rips it and tears it further open as he does. And roll his Crimson Right damage as well.
Yeah, I was looking for that. Yeah.
Yep. So it does 24 points of piercing damage, and then another 2 of lightning damage. As you see it, the charge goes down into it as well. He gets a second attack. Does not have advantage this time.
16.
This time he's not able to get through. He with the force of the last one, he thought he might have it, but the second time through just didn't go. With that,
now it's a competition.
Yeah, it is. Let me get a measurement. Where's the damn thing? There. It's far enough. So you see another sort of giant armadillo pillbug come rolling out of the underbrush, and as another, and let me get him changed so you all can actually see him. We'll put him a different color. See if there's like a hot pink or something.
Yes.
Yes. Red's a little bit better. Comes charging over, rolling, horns blazing over towards Luck, between Luck and Luna. He is still rolled up. He is going to try to gore our good buddy Luck. On a 20, does that hit his armor class? I can't recall.
18.
18.
So yes, it does hit. Yeah.
So it hits, and he is going to take 27 piercing damage, cut in half because of his ring. And he needs to succeed on a strength saving throw, please. On a 24, he succeeds. And I'm trying to think. I never thought about what if they succeed, whether they unroll. We're gonna do a 50-50. If it's a 1, he unroll. If it's a 1, he stays in. If it's 2, he unrolls. Whether he thinks he's got him knocked down or not, because he really can't see. That's why I'm questioning myself. Gosh, roll 1d2. On a 1, he what did I say? On a 1, did he stay rolled or
He unrolled.
he'd unrolled on a 1 because it's him rolling a natural 1, so it makes himself vulnerable. So yeah, he unrolls, and there's a bunch of you guys waiting to attack.
Hello.
I know,
How are
Luna
you?
right there.
Let's go.
Yeah, you see him unroll, and you can see now it is just fleshy pink goodness on the inside of these things.
We're hitting that hard.
Yeah.
Or at least we're going to try to. Alright. So just unloading 2 quarters and it's unarmed.
Okay.
So quarter,
20 hits.
quarter,
26 hits.
and unarmed.
23 hits.
Actually, oh, that's right. Do I? No, I think I have to do the expend surges. Because I was trying to find the stats and like the cold damage, but I think that's if I plant it, not.
Yeah, that's if you plant it. Yeah,
Okay.
it's not the actual. It's already. It's considered it's not a +1 weapon. It's just magical damage because of all the other stuff it has.
Sure. Okay.
Yep. So that does looks like 23 points of bludgeoning damage to our buddy, this tumblebeast here. And yeah, you are amazed after seeing the arrows that it shrugged off that you just sort of dig in there and penetrate practically all the way to the back side of the shell from the underside. And it sort of squeals out in this horrible high-pitched screechy type noise. And Luna, it's right back up to your turn again. You get a whole nother...
Oh,
yeah, because you were holding your attacks from last
Yeah,
time.
that's what it was,
and he
yep.
is unrolled right now.
Perfect. Do it again. Window. Man.
17
what
hits,
happened?
10 does not, the 18 hits.
Okay. Hmm.
So for another 16 of damage on this tumblebeast. Oh wait, everyone else was holding it. We had a lot of other people holding their attacks. Sorry,
true, yeah.
Luna's still going to do that. Well, unless it dies,
Yeah,
but we'll see. Yeah,
fine.
yeah. Go ahead. Everyone else who was holding attacks with
rest of us
ranged
will be
weapons are her
careful.
right there. Iskrin, you shot, so you're not holding anymore. Dustin shot, but Iska is holding, and Kel was holding.
Except that I'm not close enough, and now I have somebody in my way.
That's true.
See?
So
you can't hit the yellow
we can't-
one?
The yellow one is, you can try. He's still rolled up. The yellow one is
he's
still
still
rolled
rolled
up.
up. That
Red
was
one
the
is
thing.
unrolled.
Did you say it was prone at this point? Considered prone?
It's just sort of, I mean, not really. I mean, that's its normal state when it's not on its feet. It's not really a prone condition. It's just after it rolls in.
Okay, well then I'll go ahead and attempt to lower my head and ram it.
Okay. 10 does not, unfortunately, does not hit. It basically, your head, you thought that, just like it thought it had you, you thought you had it, and yeah, it doesn't even budge.
I'm still new to the form. I kind of didn't compensate for the height.
Yeah. So, Iska. You're just holding action, you know you can't move, but I think you've got a crossbow, right? Or you've got a gun, depending on what you want to do. Iska's got a gun.
We are gonna, I mean, this is the time to break this out on a weakened foe with a exposed underbelly. So
and with piercing damage.
This is the best kind of shot I'm gonna get on it. So, Iska readies the pistol, takes a breath, and fires. Cool.
And does not hit, unfortunately. And you only get one shot. So, yep, mark off your ammo, and a shot goes wide and goes shooting into the forest.
Swears under her breath.
Ishgrin squats down and covers his head. He's like, what is that?
Bam! Yeah. I believe, okay, so then Luna's already taken her action. Axel, were you holding your action as well? You had a dart in one hand? And
Yeah.
go for it, if you'd like to. 26 hits for 8 piercing damage. You don't see that same sort of blasting open and tearing that you saw before when he was curled up, like as though it sort of explodes out from, like there's an internal pressure. When it's unfurled, it is not the same type of reaction that happens, but it still does 8 points of damage.
Alright. And on his, that's his old action. Yeah.
Okay. Now it's your real turn.
Yeah. He's going to draw another dart and throw it. That's that one.
Okay. 26, absolutely. Another 8.
What are the odds?
Yeah, no.
Then he's sort of going to... Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah, he's going to duck under there, sort of slip beside, through sort of beside Axel. And no, he's actually just going to stay here.
Okay.
And go for the magical dragon axe.
Okay.
As his bonus. 14. Yeah.
You have an extra attack there?
No, he's bonus action for two-handing. Because it's a battle axe, so he can wield it one-handed, yes?
Yes, but
Yeah.
you already threw a dart. You're a wizard. You only get one attack, right?
Fair enough. Don't worry about it.
Because I don't think a dart's not a bonus action.
Yeah, he used the dart as the main because it was one-handed, then attack with the other hand. Don't worry about it. He'll just...
Yeah. I mean, you can... I forget exactly how that works.
I was doing two-weapon fighting. It's fine.
I didn't... Well, I mean, have you taken 2-weapon fighting?
No, don't.
Okay. I mean, you can do it without proficiency, right? At any time?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, if you
Yeah.
take out the proficiency modifier, you can swing it and give it a shot.
It's not proficiency, it's damage. That you
Right.
Yeah. But yeah. Dragon Axe. Oh, 14 was the actual roll. Does that
14
hit, though?
just barely hits.
Okay. And he only does... numbers, I can't do this. He only does 7 damage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You get in there and slice into its underbelly that's exposed now. Kel, your action. The one at your feet is still rolled up.
Right. All right. I am... going to risk the opportunity attack, and I'm going to back up 20 feet and then charge it.
Okay, yep, it does not make an attack at you.
So I am charging it with the ram attack. Let's see if I hit. Good lord, really?
Nope, unfortunately you do not. Let's see. Who do I have left so I can... Oh, there. Are they back? There he is. No worries,
Those
dude.
are the ramifications of your charging.
She's been waiting for new animal jokes.
Oh, my Lord. So you're basically back right where you started?
Yeah. I backed up and then charged to try and knock it prone because I have a special attack I can use if it's prone.
And so as you come back up to it, it is going to unroll and make make 2 claw attacks at you. A 13 and a 26.
Yeah.
And it does 9 slashing damage to you.
Okay.
And it is unrolled at this point. Iska, you're up.
Okay. A little frustrated with the gun. She's really hoping for a better thing going there. It didn't work out. That's okay. Can she still navigate? We said Kel was like this T-like shape. Can she kind of navigate?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, absolutely. And he's huge. I mean, you can duck. I mean, you only can't go through sort of his main central axis. Sort of, you think. I mean, that's the only thing. That's legs and body. Up at the head, it's like horns, big giant horns.
Cool.
So yeah, you can certainly duck under his horns.
So, and again, tell me if this doesn't work. If I can get up close enough, I don't know, to something like here or even a little bit closer, and try to strike with the whip on the one who just opened up, assuming his horns are kind of above me.
The yellow one? Yeah, you could strike on the yellow one with your whip.
Cool. All right, well, she holsters the pistol. Didn't go as well as she wanted, so she gets the whip out and just wants to tear into these guys.
Hound up with 16 hits.
Nice. See what that does, and that does 4 slashing and 7 fire damage.
So yeah, 11 damage onto the yellow one, correct?
Yep.
And you smell this singed flesh as the pink underbelly rips open, and it's almost like instantly sears and cooks its flesh as you hit it with the flame tongue whip. Anything else you'd like to do?
I don't think so.
Okay. Iskrit.
Okay, so both the red and yellow one are uncurled, correct?
Both of them are uncurled at this point.
And Luna's 5 now, alright. He's just going to load up another arrow and take a shot at this guy here, the red one.
Okay.
He's going to pull back. He's let loose. As he does.
17 will hit.
Cool.
Does 11 piercing damage.
And he will just turn to Dustin and say, let's see who can kill one first.
Absolutely.
We'll throw gold at him. You hold the bet.
Dustin just sort of looks at you and kind of nods his head. And Dustin is going to take 2 shots with his longbow at the red one. 16 will hit. And a nat 20.
He can keep the gold.
Keep throwing gold.
So 14 damage on the first shot.
Did you not learn about gambling? Yes, really?
And 17 on the second. So that makes 31 points of damage on the red one. It's not quite dead, but it's looking really bad. And he just sort of gives you a smile and a wink. Yeah. Luck is up next. He's got one that's looking all but dead right next to him. Actually, either direction. He's got one almost looking dead. In fact, they're both kind of looking after the ones that they hit while we're closed, definitely is looking pretty rough.
Pie on tie, part of the deal. And he will go to hit the red one first.
Okay, go ahead.
19.
19 definitely hits. And
16.
The red one dies. as lightning goes crashing through it, and it just basically he almost like how you take meat out of a lobster tail, just scoops out the insides of this thing as it falls dead.
And it goes the other one.
Yep. 26
I
hits.
won.
And roll your war pick damage. For 16 damage on that one, it's looking really, really rough, but it isn't quite dead yet.
And it's cooked.
Luck draws
And
first blood.
that one's dead. You killed the one that's turn it was. So Luna, you've got one left, which is up there, sort of facing down a giant elk, and Luck. And are unable to connect. It seems to somehow get its armor between you and it. What are the odds? Oh man. So Axel, you've got a shot at this kill.
You know what? No. I have a D12 inspiration. I'm using it on that last one.
You're welcome to do so.
Do it. No.
Yes, it hit.
Oh, the 22 definitely hits.
Just for the kill.
Your hubris will be the death of you.
I don't care.
Of all of us.
Oh, and it doesn't die.
No!
It doesn't die.
This bug is rigged.
Oh no, Axel, it's
Would you
No.
say?
It's bugged.
it's
God damn it, you beat me
bugged.
to it.
Gonna say.
This is the sorriest looking pile of pillbug that you've ever seen, but it's like on its back, like its little legs are going like this, but it's still moving.
Help me! Help me!
Is that inside like too far in, or is that still under the trees?
No, you should see by your dynamic lighting where you'll see it go black.
Okay.
Where
All right. So he'll duck around and just go for one attack with.
I'll give you
his
advantage.
grenade.
At this point, he's on his back. This would be the equivalent of prone.
18. Yep.
Roll it just for giggles.
Um,
Oh yeah. For 13 slashing damage, you again, almost like Luck did, just scoop the inside of this thing out, and it dies.
I killed it.
sorry, that was me being silly.
Yeah, and Luck. Axel gets the kill from both Luck and Luna, who thought they were there. Sets you up. Axel knocks him down, and combat comes to an end. As you guys sort of look around a little bit in shock, as normally, like when you're done with combat, it's kind of over, but you know that you're just 12 hours in, and there's still a long way to go. I need someone to roll. Actually, it would be Luck rolling two of his skinning checks. So now roll me 2d4 just to see how much you get. Ooh, look at that. You all get 8 pieces of Tumblebeast armor plating that you can throw in the wagon to take with you. That's something, Dustin's like, that's the stuff you want, sort of points it out, as he was telling you. He's in it for the harvest of this whole thing. And with that, we will... Anything you guys want to do here at the end of combat, you basically have a free round to do anything before we go back into turn order of Vice combat.
Reloading my pistol.
Okay. Anyone else?
I try to get back my 2 arrows if they're not broken or spent.
You go actually on Tumblebeast, they both sort of shattered. They're unusable.
Okay. Oh, good. Thank you.
Yep.
I get the same. Is the darts hit the unrolled one? Does that count?
Yeah. When they're harvesting the armor, basically they can pull them out, and they went into the soft belly, so they're basically undamaged. They're covered in slime and gore, but you could prestidigitation. Yeah, that does not taste good.
No, he would sniff it before tasting because he's not
Yeah.
that stupid. Yeah.
Actually, you know, Dustin's kind of like cooked. It's good eating.
Yeah, okay.
I
Prestidigitation.
was gonna say maybe around where Iska hit it with the whip, but
Yeah.
with that,
Right.
combat comes to an end. We go back into our turn order. We rolled for loot. Any player actions you want to have as we go back onto the sheet and enter into hour 18, 6 o'clock.
Majama.
What's the order again?
Yeah, Celia and Grain will be popping out. So the next thing up, if you don't have anything thing you want to do, we'll go ahead and go to the swap outs.
I think Axel was next on the.
I'm just wondering
Order.
if Luck should basically put on a bandage like now and then to heal up. Because
Actually, wasn't Luck next because that was the reason why you were saying not to use a bandage?
Oh yes, you're right. You're right. You're
Yeah.
right. You're right. So that's perfect.
So,
then.
yeah.
So so Luck is going in one of the spots. Who's taking the other spot?
Wasn't it gonna be the cat? Like it was gonna be the pet alternating spot.
Cat's already
So-
been in. Grain's already been in. I mean, you're going to eventually.
Oh.
Yeah, they are both fresh.
So then,
at
do
this
we
point.
want to make it? Do we want to make it? Luck and Axel then?
I mean, also you can judge it based off of damage. If people have got damage now, that's a quick way to get rid of it.
Yeah. I'm fine still.
Yeah, Axel's a little hurt, but he's fine.
Did Luck get hit?
He got hit, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting
The moose
gored.
got gored, but it's the moose or the elk.
We don't have any animals or anything?
Both. I mean, you can put them back in, but
Wait,
you're
what?
gonna. Well, sorry, never mind. You'll have to do the math. Never mind.
Okay, now.
Yeah, put the animals back in.
My token says 35, but my sheet says 43, and I'm not sure which is right. Because didn't we?
I
They
thought
should
they
be.
should be linked. You
Sure,
should have been at
whatever.
full health coming into this. Oh well, no, because you
No, 'cause
guys,
it was an
you
ambush.
guys did take damage on. You know, remember someone took a D. Everyone took a D8 damage. Took 1 D8 damage on the ambush. Last
Yeah,
hour.
I had
I
2
think-
points of damage.
Yeah, so I think it was the same scale, so I should be at 43. Okay, so yeah,
Yeah.
so in that case, we're all roughly equivalent. I'm down 2 points out of whatever.
So your call. Whoever you want to put in next, go ahead and.
I mean, didn't somebody have a schedule written out?
Yeah, we had the
We did.
order,
So
right?
if we just go in the order, it would be Luck and Axel.
Okay.
I think we should try and stick with our schedule as
Yeah.
much
Yeah.
as possible.
Don't worry, it'll get screwed up soon enough.
Eventually, but right now, unless we
Like
have
an
a
Axel.
compelling reason to.
Moving on.
I'm gonna ask Dustin, how's he feeling? How are you feeling, Dustin?
He's on the shard. He's fine.
Yeah, but he has to have a time when he actually heads into the shard.
Yes.
So
So that needs to be accounted for.
Yep. And he says he's fine. He'll go in the next time a pet goes in,
Okay.
so that you'll never be down 3 at once.
Yeah.
hmm
So, yeah, like an Axel then.
Okay. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So Iska gains a level of exhaustion. Kel gains a level of exhaustion. Luna gains a level of exhaustion. As we move
Fresh.
into the next hour, there are no overtime effects that are happening. So who wants to start off? I forget where we were in the roll. Do we want to start at the top again?
Axel and Luck are both in there. I say Axel, you should take this. Templar, you should take the first roll.
Templar D100,
As the
please.
feller of both beasts.
Got to catch up what we got to do, yeah. 100. Three.
Ambush.
Ambush. So on an ambush, I need everyone to roll me roll their perception checks, please. What was the roll? The roll was a 3.
That's not good.
And yeah, you don't have any ambush dice up, so that's always nice. I need to do Dustin's perception. Remember to do your other folks, and it's just perception check, folks.
Celia as well. But yeah, this is the nice thing is there's no build up, so this should be fairly tolerable.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Barriers.
Who are we missing?
I'm getting ready to do
Okay,
that
gotcha.
right now. There you go.
So 26, and my roll is crap because it is it's a D10. So even if I roll a 10, yeah, even though it's a 10 because there's no multiplier. So DC 10, everybody makes it. You all fend off, basically coming out of combat. You all we're all very aware, and we're able to head off any sort of ambush without any problem whatsoever.
I fight side by side with Celia until I'm interrupted by Luna.
Yep. This is it's a sort of these weird transformed boars that seem to have some sort of, vice magic has sort of twisted them. They have 6 legs and sort of oversized tusks. And no loot on these.
Keep a mental note of everything we fight while Axel's in the ring, so I can explain it to him later.
Yeah. Do you have any player actions?
I have a question.
Yes.
Since we're fighting these animals, is there any potentiality for me to acquire some of these strange beasts as wild shapes?
You can try.
I mean,
You can certainly try.
How would you like me to do this?
Because it's while you're fighting, and they are not familiar to you. No, I'm sorry. They're aberrations. They're not beasts. They're aberrations.
Even the tumble beasts?
They're aberrations. Yeah. Sorry. I was thinking if polymorphs, now you could, potentially remember them for polymorphs,
Okay. Yes. I would like to do that then.
I have a 1 for that.
And I'm going to have you do because it's while you're fighting, do me an intelligence saving throw with disadvantage.
Okay, first for the tumble beasts.
It's a 9. Nope.
And then for these 6-legged boars.
Nope.
I'm going to keep trying, though.
Oh, no, you're welcome to.
Who knows? I may hit one of these.
You could. You absolutely could. They are difficult to process mentally because their morphology doesn't make natural sense to you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep.
That's fine.
So any other player actions we want to do before we start up for the next round?
Because these are 2-hour increments, correct?
These are 2-hour increments.
Okay, so because my wild shapes are now up to 3 hours, I was still in elk form for this chunk.
Yep.
But now I'm reverting back to myself.
Gotcha. So next up, we're just going to go down the row to make it easy. Make Iska the next roll, D100 roll. Go for it. A 68
Low CR.
is a low CR. So on a low CR, I need you guys to do me initiative rolls. All the way across the board, please.
Did the thing.
3, 4, 5.
Iska's continued battle with initiative rages on.
Okay, and my roll for low CR is a D20 plus a D6. Let's see. Actually, I'm sorry. Do you have any modifications you would like to make to rolls at this point?
No.
I don't want to waste it.
Yeah.
I think we
We've
can
got a
handle it.
long way to go.
It's a long way to east. So, D20 plus a D6. 20. I should have made a macro. 1, D6 on a low CR. 18. So how many fails do we have? Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is a failure on y'all's against them on a low CR. I need to roll you 2d4 damage for what you guys take.
I mean, it's still fail. It's only 4 because I don't know why I rolled an investigation for B. I don't know why that's fair.
Is the roll still valid though?
No, it's not. So that one doesn't count because that's an investigation. Doesn't mean anything. The initiative one is the lowest.
Right, but it's an 18 you've got to beat. Either one failed.
Yeah, no, I know, but but you said 5. It's 4.
Okay,
It's
gotcha.
down, yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I was reading the 5 of Iska.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, gotcha. Sorry.
Yeah. So 2d4. Everyone take 7 damage, please.
Ow. My hit points.
Right in the hit points.
They got us good.
Let me just make sure I got that right. So that is the roll for that was a 68, correct? Yep. 68.
Yeah, 68. Yeah.
Yep. And everyone again has all my people who had exhaustion still have exhaustion. And Iskren, roll me a D100.
Oh god. Did that roll?
Yeah, wait for it. It might be just taking a second.
Yeah.
Maybe not. There
There
it
we
is. 78. On a 78, it is. Oh, is that above?
No combat.
No combat.
No.
Yep. 78. But you do get an ambush multiplier. So, Kel. No, I'm sorry. Kel, give me a D100 roll.
Celia and I hold hands that entire 2 hours.
Yeah. 85.
No combat.
No combat. Another modifier, but we forgot to do the switch outs first. That's the first thing we do. Should have made the swaps in and out. So, who is next into hibernation?
I thought it had to be 6 hours.
It was
It was?
85. So we had the 3, the 68, and then the 78, and then the 85.
So this is a swap out.
So we're at the start of a new 6-hour
Yeah.
set.
So then it would be Kel and Iska.
Kellen who?
Iska.
Kellen.
Yeah, because they're both at 1 level of exhaustion. So Kel and Iska go in.
Have fun, guys.
I'm gonna take another one.
Enjoy the scenes. Have fun in the ring.
And we have Iskren is now on a point of exhaustion. And someone else should be. The cat is on a point of exhaustion. And that was Kel's roll. Any player actions we would like to do?
Luck will create, I guess, during his break, Luck created his formulas. He's going to activate it basically Crimson right at the start. So,
Good call.
Yeah.
So that was Kel's roll with no combat. So next up, it is Luck's roll. So I guess that's you, Axel. Roll me another D100, unless someone else wants to roll it.
74, which
74 is a low
CR.
CR.
Yeah.
Actually, that's probably a good thing that you had that. So I need everyone to roll initiative for me.
Let's do it, buddy. Let's do it. Bad.
That's a all right. Yeah, that's a 5 for Luck and a 12 for Axel. Also,
So any modifications that people would like to make, or leave it as it, let it roll.
Yeah, I'm going to swap out. I guess I'm going to swap out a Luna's for a 13, so that would be a 17 total.
Okay, so Luna, you are now sitting on a 17 initiative, and if there's no other modification,
Can I make intimidation check to try help us through this?
No.
Just be like, you want to mess with the sweepers? Okay.
Yes, you and your
Actually,
bright
apparently it
temporal.
worked because, yeah, on a 5, they thought you were ridiculous enough that it looks
We got the
like
jump on
a 5 passes, right? So you guys, everyone passes, and there is no damage on a low CR if you all pass. So there you have it.
You're welcome.
The intimidation by Iskrin of all crazy messed up things actually worked. Any other actions you guys would like to make?
High fives all round.
Woohoo!
I do not take yours.
Oh. I high five Celia twice.
Yeah, I think you can unban him. Yeah, sorry, New Titans. That was.
Oh wait, whoa, got banned? What?
I was pushing the wrong button to allow the message.
Oh no.
Sorry, New Titans.
I'll try and fix this, don't worry.
We're good.
While that's happening, Galuna, go ahead and roll me a D100.
Sure, yeah. No,
98.
Tom, that's not good.
This is where it gets scary. So,
Speaking of scary, here's Celia.
woo! And I've got a second to get my cameras right.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird. I'm still getting logged in, so I'll be distracted for a little bit.
Yeah. So let me I need to get cameras in place because people are all over the place. And this last time was set up for good guy being the person in, and I just got all the wrong people in the wrong spots. We'll put.
No one's dead. You and Iskrin are holding hands.
Yes.
That's
Aww.
Until we were interrupted by Luna.
As usual.
Per normal.
What?
Not interrupted, but just stopped.
No hanky panky in the vice. We don't have time for that.
No hanky panky.
No, shut up.
Hanky starts with hands. No hanky panky.
Oh, killing me, killing me, killing me.
I'm still getting everyone's things corrected, so just give me half a second. I gotta add on a window capture, which is tracking. Sorry, guys. Someone talk about Toys for Tots while I do this.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. In case you haven't heard before, the channel's run 100% for charity. This month's charity is Toys for Tots, an organization dedicated to bringing toys to underprivileged children. There are many different volunteer opportunities, possibly in your local office, or just go ahead and look online if you choose to donate. There are many donation levels below. This month only, or I guess the last 2 months, is the holiday trinket. It is $15. Details on other ones, such as natural 20s and a D10 healing dice, are below. Or if you don't choose to donate, you can do things like share us on social media, like Twitter and Facebook. Thank you for joining.
Yep, there's also the stocking stuffer, which is the $4, which is the low which is the other one as well.
Yep.
Anyway, that's that. Cool. So, so what do you all need to do? Your swaps in and out. Well, actually, I need to get.
No, that was only two.
Yeah, we're at 2 now. So one.
No, you had 85, the 74, and the 98. Because we
No,
rolled the
swapped
85.
out we swapped out after the 85.
We rolled out of order. We started the first with the 28 was the beginning of combat. I mean, just look up at the top, dude. Go to the sheet.
Yeah.
Fine, whatever. I take your word for it.
Yeah.
You kind of rolled before we swapped out.
Yeah, the 85 I rolled in the wrong order.
Yeah.
So then
Okay, I did not hear that. I'm sorry.
Swap now should be Luna and Iskrin. Oh no.
So Luna and Iskrin are sharing the ring together.
Oh dear.
Oh Lord.
You might never see Iskrin again.
I do want to do a little bit. It's just like, Celia, if we don't come out, bury him last. Gives you the ring.
Takes the ring, and she kind of like just gives you a please don't kill him type of look.
Only if he promises not to sparkle.
Ishkrin kisses Celia and then goes into the ring first.
All right, if that happens and like he just goes in the ring, it's going to like just put her hand on like Luna's back, just be like, just kind of give her a nod, take it easy.
Take it easy. Aw, that's cute.
Please don't kill him.
She's going to encase herself in the water bubble first and then go in.
There you go.
Okay, now we're done.
So, we have our next roll coming up. Quick thing, because I meant to talk about it because we actually just went through the night. The sun's starting to come up. It's 6 a.m. on day 2. I believe we all said everyone's using dark vision for vision, not using torches, correct? Let's just get that settled now. And then
like it's the goggles,
Yep, because of the goggles. And then the second piece is, if you use Kel, if you're Tunarth, if you're going to use a wild shape on a non-map combat, do you want to just say you're using a default, or do you want to always call out which shape you used for flavor? Either way is fine with me.
Oh, I guess.
Well, your wild shapes last 3 hours. So if you go for wild shape in a normal counter and then move into one where it matters, you might want to actually have to know about that.
Yeah, so I think I need to be calling them because it will make a difference because I can only use. All right, so if I have to call one right now.
Oh no, it's just if you use it. If you use, if you mitigate using a wild shape, that's what I was asking about. You don't have to call one now. If you mitigate using a wild shape, because it lasts for 3 hours, so it would carry over into the next combat.
Right.
If for some reason you had a non-tactical combat followed by a tactical combat, you would already start in your wild shape.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
So actually, I guess Celia, just in time, roll a D100.
Okay. I can do that.
And Celia does have 1 level of exhaustion. On a 46, is a medium challenge rating combat. I need everyone to roll me initiative, please.
Initiative for the hidden by Axel, 16, and for luck, 17.
Anyone want to do any modifications to your rolls using your abilities? Going once. Going twice.
I'm going to use a D8 on a 14. For my bardic inspiration.
Okay, yep, just mark it down that you've used one, so you're at a 17.
17 total, yep.
And on a D20 plus a 1D8 is a 20 is the initiative. So we have 1 fail, 2 fails, 3 fails, 4 fails, 5 fails. You guys do fail out. This will be 3d6 damage to everybody.
I just woke up.
On 3d6, everyone takes 10 hit points of damage coming out of this more difficult combat. It's another set of tumble beasts. You know how to fight them now, so you were able to hold them off fairly well. But they were able to tag a couple of you guys, as it was a little bit larger herd than it was before.
Is everyone doing okay? Does anyone need a refresher before we move on?
I'm hurt, but could be
I'm
bad.
out. I'm okay.
Yeah.
Then on we go.
I guess I need to clarify because again, this is new procedures here. Can I say that I used a wild shape on that, so the damage would have been to the wild shape, not to me?
You would have needed to announce that. I'm sorry, before we rolled the damage.
Okay.
So yeah, if you on the turn, yeah, I'll make sure to give you a little bit more time between the two. After I make the DC roll. No, I'm sorry. You're right. The turn order is DC damage roll, and then players use active damage mitigation. So yes, you may use an active damage mitigation. It absorbs 100%. Absorbs up to, I believe, 6d8 damage. So you absorb 100% of someone's damage.
Well, but considering the way my wild shapes work, the damage would be applied to the wild shape, not to me.
Correct. That's what I'm saying, though, is that how it works when we're not doing tactical combat, just for simplicity reasons, is that it will absorb up to 68 damage, but we're not going to track it in your wild shape.
Okay.
Itself.
Yeah.
So it's a soak. You're able to use it basically as a soak.
Okay. All right, and then.
So who do you want to soak for? Yourself? Are you soaking for yourself, for Kel?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, you do not take the 10 hit points of damage.
Okay.
And just mark down that you've now, I claim, used both your wild shapes, correct?
No, because I went into the ring.
Okay. Yep.
After I
that's
used
right.
the last one.
Yep.
So.
You're right. I'm sorry, I wasn't keeping track of it.
Yeah. Lots of things to keep track of.
Yeah. I know. That's why I've got this sheet.
It'll get
man.
easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the 46 was that roll. We're still at 3. I need. We're back to Axel. Roll me up a D100, please. Yeah, that's why I've got a spreadsheet, folks. 6. That is an ambush.
It's an ambush.
So
we're at a 3 multiplier.
We're at a 3 multiplier. I need everyone to roll me a perception check, please. Yep, and no one's at 3, so.
Oh wait, we're still in. Never mind.
Can we turn the ring into a viewing screen for the outside?
You guys can be watching. Yeah, absolutely, you can be watching if you'd like.
You can watch us die.
After the 4-hour mark, that's it. The screen, my entire area just goes.
And then Iskrin watches Celia drop.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4.
We're here forever now. Get comfy.
Iskrin would be dead immediately. She would kill Iskrin with Lyle somehow.
5, 6. Is that everyone with their perceptions?
So.
Yep.
We're still out.
Just because I know you're not familiar with everything, so what I'm thinking that Luck would do is he can use his blood curse to subtract a D6 from the DC roll. You're going to be rolling 3d4 plus 10 is the DC on this. We could subtract out a D6 if you all agree that he would use his a blood curse.
Also, would he use a luck on hit? Well, actually, I don't know which one of his was his. Which thing you rolled was his?
His was the 22.
Okay, never mind.
No, it affects the DC, not a single person's roll.
No, I got what I was saying. In addition, if he wanted to do that, because I didn't know whether he was the 8 or the 22.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Any other modifications we want to do to people's individual rolls?
This is an ambush, so I can technically make Axel's a success.
Well, you don't know what it is yet, but yes, if there's, you can turn a fail into a success after that is applied after you know whether it's a failure or a success. You've got one of the very few things that you get to see and decide.
Oh, okay.
So any preemptives that we've got?
I'm gonna use another bardic on me.
Okay.
Making mine an 18 total.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll use the stored bardic inspiration on that. see. 11.
Okay. You guys ready? 3d4 plus 10,
Sure.
and then I'm going to subtract out a d6. Y'all ready? It's a 20 minus 4. The DC is a 16 on this. 1 pass, 2 pass, 3 pass, 4 pass, 5 pass. We didn't modify Lux at all, correct?
No, that Axel's was the 8. So any added. So
Oh,
it would-
tit.
Yeah, Axel's was an 11. Like
Okay,
22.
so we still have one failure.
Yes.
So everyone now takes your hit die, not your true. Don't roll your true hit die. So most of you it's a D8. I think Axel's a D6, and Luck is a D10. And that's the amount of damage that you take from the ambush. I got
many
some
of those?
terrible sound coming in from somebody.
Sorry, I put my hand across the mic.
Oh, no problem.
And since I'm still in my wild shape, can I use that to take my damage?
No, it's. I mean, how we do it is it's for one check period. I mean, it basically gets burned, assuming that the ambush happened after the 3 hours expired, unless you want to use another wild shape.
It's very complicated. Work on it.
Yeah, because if we went into a tactical combat, I would have still been in my wild shape and it would count. But now you're saying it doesn't in this circumstance.
Dude, I tried my best with coming up with the rules. We can talk about
We're
it
trying to simplify things.
offline so that we're not having to keep up with as many things, and so we can get through this as quickly as possible. I was using your wild shape as being for a 2-hour period within the vice. A mitigation piece. I mean, you can burn another one if you would like.
Right. 26. Right. Ow.
Axel, stop hitting yourself.
Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Anyone else have anything else they would like to do?
I don't think so. I don't, at least.
So next up, Axel, I believe, rolled that one. Iska, you are up with a D100 roll, please.
Okay, wait. Question: are we at a switch out now or no?
No, because it was the 46, and then the 6. That was the ambush. After this next one is the switch out.
Okay, sorry.
Yep. On a 66
Low CR.
is a low CR. Initiative, please, everybody. Ooh, look at that. Nat 20.
We're all doing okay, Axel.
Yeah, Nat one's, I mean, it just, it's...
Just as you said something.
Yeah, I
Well,
should have held my tongue.
I am going to substitute in. I guess I'll use the portrait for. Oh no, because this is a. Does Luck get his luck reroll on initiatives?
Yeah.
No, actually, I believe it's in combat, because it's lucky, not luck. I can always forget. I know it's actually, it might be that's considered a part of combat. Someone can look it up, yeah.
Yeah.
It's lucky, it's a halfling lucky, is what it is.
It says here, attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Okay. Wait, what was it?
Attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
None of which is initiative.
Yeah, so I don't think so.
Count.
Yeah, because it's
Then
not
I will-
luck the feat, it's lucky like the halfling, yeah.
Okay.
Then I will use the Axel's last portent for that roll.
Okay.
So that would put him up at a 11.
So this is a low CR, which is a D20 plus a D6. It's 21. They are weak sauce, but they got the jump on you guys. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 failures out of the 6. Did I do Dustin? I did Dustin, yeah. He did the 20. So 4 failure. I'm sorry?
Is this something that I could use assassinate with?
You can turn one, which would make it from give you one more success, which would turn the tide of battle to use an assassinate, so it would be a success and not a failure. Is that correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of you guys are out. Yep. On 3, it's a success. So, yep, mark down that you've used one of your assassinates. It's a success. Tell me how you assassinated one of these beasts so that it did not sneak up and kill some or do damage to someone.
All right. Who had the lowest initiative?
I think it was Luck.
Luck. All right. So Luck isn't really paying much attention, and Celia sees one of the enemies like coming up behind him, and so she goes, "Nah," and runs over with her nice little rapier and digs it through the back of his neck, up through his head, and pulls him back.
Cool. It happens just as you said. And
What are we fighting?
this is more tiger spiders.
Okay. Can I make my intelligence save at disadvantage?
Yes, please. 14's not going to do it. It is now time to swap people in and out. Dustin sort of looks at you guys and goes, I either need to go in now or the next time. What would you prefer?
Yeah, I think mentioned in the chat, probably do a pet and somebody now. So a pet, Celia, and then Dustin. So we only have 2 out.
Which pet do you want to do? Puska went in first, so the cat.
Sure.
Okay, so cat goes in. Dustin goes in. And Celia goes in. The rest of you guys come out. You are at full hit points. Bring along,
We're both alive, surprisingly.
Yeah, both alive.
So how was your chat, Luna?
Doesn't say anything, just goes to the wagon.
So how was your chat, Iskrin?
You're muted.
You're muted, Kyle.
Exactly. That's exactly how it went.
Can't talk because
He was talking the whole time.
Well,
No. See, here's the thing. The water sphere's around him right now.
Okay.
She's adapted a new technique. That is skill with Iskrin.
And I believe that takes us to Iskrim with a D100. As it comes to noon on day 2. On a 58, that is a low CR again, right? Yep, another low CR, folks. Everyone roll me initiative. Oh, Dustin's not there. I'm sorry. My bad. So, yeah. No.
You took one of the good rolls, Jay.
I did. I totally took one of the good rolls. So, yeah, there's only 5 of you out now, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Can I be holding...
Wait, is that right? Axel?
Wait, no, hold on.
No, there should still be 6 of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's to be...
Yeah, Luna, Luck, Kel, Iskrin, Iska, Axel. So who's am I missing? I'm sorry, because I put in... Oh, Iska's yours was up above. Sorry, that 12 is yours for this time. That's what I was missing. So it's... we know the drill. It's a D20 plus D6. Any modifications people would like to do?
Intimidation checks.
Okay, I'm rolling.
I'm gonna try to boost that 6. Oh, is it too late?
I'll give it to you that you don't have to burn it because the initiative's a 9.
Okay.
So it's a pass, no damage.
All right, awesome.
Oh, this is getting too scary for the ambush.
Well, no, ambush resets down back to 0 after you have one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep. So next up is Kel rolling me a Danny roll me a D100. On a 70.
That's below CR.
Yep, another low CR. Everyone roll me initiative.
It's weird how it's working out that like we're hitting so many low CRs at like the very edge of the vice. I'm just
Yeah, as y'all are just
Somehow.
barely going in, day 2. It's noon, from noon till 2 o'clock on it.
And it's 20 days? 21?
20 days,
21.
we're
240
almost a tenth
checks.
of the way through.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to keep these rolling as good as we can. So,
Nods.
any modifications that people would like to make?
No.
I think I'm just gonna take my licks.
Okay,
Maybe it'll-
initiative is a 21. So that is going to be it's
A
a
hard
it's a
fail.
fail, a hard fail, a hard fail, and that is just 2d4 for you guys. Not a huge
Frickin'
deal.
ankle biters.
It absolutely. It was Vice ankle biters who do 4 damage to everybody who's outside of a ring right now.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Little bugs.
And what are these? They're
We'll call them Vice ankle biters.
okay. I'll just why not?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. Not there. I was gonna say I'm giving you a new CR0 form.
They're just
Hey,
too
it's fun.
peculiar for me to wrap my
They're
brain
far
around.
too peculiar.
Why don't these things have stomachs?
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
So next up is Luck rolling the D100.
Do anything with healing or anything? So, no.
68, another low CR. Man, you guys. Oh yeah, and Dustin's not here. Actually, I need to reset him up to his hit points.
Why am I rolling so low nowadays? Either both of them or one of them that rolls low. Yeah, see, it's one of them or both of them. This time it was one of them.
Luck of the roll.
Yes.
What are the odds?
What are the odds? I still need some more initiative rolls.
Shit. There you go.
And any modifications people want to make, or just take your licks?
Roll it.
It's an 8.
Aha!
These
Yeah.
this time the ankle biters come out and you crush them underfoot.
That's for not having any stomachs.
Yes.
It makes no sense. Axe was so frustrated. It makes no sense, but he's just like, oh, that doesn't work.
Yeah, they don't seem to be eating your ankles. They're just biting
What is
your
it?
ankles.
But why? What motivates you?
What is it? What is it? Anything else you guys want to do before you roll your next D100?
I'm toying with the idea of using a bandage, but I want to see if I can make it all the way to another rest. I don't want to waste them if we don't have to.
Ditto.
Go
I'm
for
gonna
it.
try to get through another thing.
Okay.
Yeah, we have one more to go for before a swap
Swap
out. Right?
out. Yep. One more
Yeah.
before swap out.
And
So,
that would be.
what was that? Luna gets to roll.
So,
go ahead.
Can I use a bandage for luck? In that case. No, actually, he's fine. He's got the hit points. Yeah, no, it's fine.
Okay. Well,
I was not putting
that's an
my...
ambush.
Yay, an ambush. So yeah, do me your perceptions for the people who are outside of the rings.
I would like to spend an advantage on mine.
You've got no modifier right now. DC 10.
Oh, well, in that case.
Yeah, you don't have to spend it.
Not-
Yeah, no,
okay.
remember you're at a 0 modifier because since you've had encounter every single time.
Well, there we go. There you go.
I'll start putting zeros in just to make it clear to everybody. But yeah. Yeah, as the sun begins to fade, something was creeping up on you guys. So yeah, it's a DC 10. 10 passes. There are 1 failure, it looks like. Correct?
Yeah, just one.
I mean, do you want to do a modification? You knew it was a 10. You can do a mod if you want. Otherwise, everyone takes it one hit die worth of damage.
I'll use my other wild shape.
Well, we.
Because
Did not take did not take the D8.
Because then because.
No, it only works for one person. One person
Yeah.
doesn't take
Oh,
it.
okay. Then nah.
Yeah, it's only one person.
All right. Never mind.
Yep.
All right.
I'm
So
fine with
everyone
taking
roll themselves one of their hit die. Again, it's a D6, a D8 for most everyone, D6 for Axel, D10 for luck, and mark those off. Ooh, ouch.
Well, I rolled a 1 on the last one, so I suppose.
There you go.
A fun challenge.
It evens out.
Yep.
Luck is reasonably hurt.
Yeah, so is Iska. So I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's in
Iska-
next?
no,
Axel's
mind,
going
I'm
in
gonna-
next.
I'm gonna take a bandage just to get through.
Fresh.
Sure.
Can you say the bandage mechanics again, real quick, if you don't mind?
So basically, it does you 1d4 plus 2. Wait, is that right? No, 1d4 plus 1. Sorry, 1d4 plus 1. So it's like a half a healing potion every time you don't go into combat. So it will continue if you don't have a combat encounter.
So can I put it on now and get the D4 plus 1?
No, it's not. If you put it on now, it would be considered at the. No, it would have been considered at the end of the ambush. So yes, you can put it on. That's a player action at the end of the ambush. It will be applied before the next D100 roll.
And luck will do one as well. So two bandages. Is that from your thing or the group collection?
I took it from
Do
the
you-
group, so I currently have
Okay,
29
yeah.
labeled, and so now I'll
Yeah.
take 28 for Lux.
Yep. Yeah, I've got track of it as well.
Yeah, you can only use one bandage at a time. It's not like you can just like mummify yourself in them. Yeah.
You're no
Swaps
swine.
ins and swaps outs. Dustin comes out of his. What other swaps do we have as we start to go into dusk of
So
day
now
2?
Grain goes in.
Who goes in?
Brain goes in.
Grain.
Grain
Grain and
goes in.
Axel.
Yes.
Grain goes in. And who's the other person?
Axel.
Axel.
And Axel goes in. So that's our swaps. I need to apply the exhaustion to folks. One. So Kel, you've got 1 level of exhaustion. Iska has 1 level of exhaustion. Luck has 1 level of exhaustion. Coming out, Celia, you now are at full hit points and have taken a full rest, have both of your assassinations back.
Do Iskrin and Luna not have exhaustion?
Huh?
So Iskrin and Luna?
No, because you all just cleared before. You just came
okay.
out. It's every 12 hours you get a level
Oh,
of
okay,
exhaustion.
sorry. All right.
Yeah, it's every 12 hours you get, instead of it being 18 hours, it's a 12-hour exhaustion cycle.
Sorry.
Yep. Okay, so who's our next roller for the D100?
I just did.
So that would be Celia. Roll me a D100.
Come on, Celia.
91.
No combat.
No combat, but it gives you a ambush multiplier.
It does.
But it gives
Good
me a
job.
But
band-aid.
it also gives you, yep. So you now you get a secondary, a second 1d. You had you have another 1d4 plus 1 of healing. Okay.
Keep the ankle biters.
So
I didn't realize that he didn't roll.
I'm sorry.
I didn't roll it earlier for Lux, so I rolled twice.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. So
You
yeah,
might want to reposition your mic because you keep moving your hand by it and creating.
Yeah, I can't do it if it gets on my laptop because one of my headphones is broken. So.
Oh, gotcha. No worries.
Yeah.
At least we can. I mean, that's a good laptop mic, dude. It's actually pretty good. Next up, Axel rolling us a D100.
Not D110. D100.
Slash R. There we go. 62. Man, again with the
CR.
low CRs. You guys. Roll that
That's good,
initiative.
though. I'm still not looking great, so.
Celia is being roguey.
You are being very roguey.
Yeah, how does it look where we are? Are the trees like getting like closer and closer together? Or
No, I mean that's the thing.
Or is it just like the
it's
same
this
damn thing?
monotonous, this monotonous just repetition of the same trees. I mean, if anyone's driven like down I-75 or like I-95 through like Georgia and Tennessee,
All of Missouri,
all of Missouri, and it's just pine trees. I mean,
without
that's
this, like, yeah.
yeah.
Michigan.
All of Missouri without the random like billboards for either
Yeah.
churches or sex shops.
Who are in the ring?
Right now, you have Axel and Grain are in the ring. So you
Oh, okay, so
have
it's just one. So you have
2,
7
3,
people
4,
out, okay.
5, 6, 7. Actually, yes, 7 and the cat out.
Wow.
So any modifications you guys want to make to any of these rolls are looking pretty good, but you never know.
Bring it, ankle biters.
I'll
Roll
bump axles just to do it. Never mind.
Yeah. So ankle biters. Skoosh. Actually, this time I'm gonna say it's a little different. You have vice rats. They're nasty little multi-tailed, ugly little things. Beady eyes, kind of hairless, kind of like this hairless rat. They're pretty nasty.
I think it's time for some rat bat.
Of all things, you can be an ugly, awful little vice rat. It is a new.
No, it's a disadvantage. Remember?
Oh, disadvantage.
That's a
I'm
4.
sorry. I was looking at the second number automatically and not looking at the thing.
That's a
Yeah,
4.
you look at it, you thought you had it, and then you were like.
So glad you can't turn into one of those.
Yeah. You thought the spiders that he was putting you with was bad. Okay, so next up is Iskren. Roll me a D100. As we come up on 10 o'clock. 84, no combat. So look at you guys. Oh, no, you had a combat, guys. So your
Yeah,
bandages didn't work again. But you do gain another thing. You feel as though something might be stalking you as you start to go through the night. It is time to swap folks out.
That was Axel, so it should be luck this time. And both
Grain.
pets are good. Cat and
No, Grain hasn't gone in.
No, Grain was just in.
Grain was
Grain was just
yeah,
in?
yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Lucky
both
cow.
both animals just came out. Neither one has exhaustion. And you have, Iska's been out. Is one level of exhaustion. Kel's at 1 level exhaustion. But you've got you don't go to 2 the next morning or anything. You can make it another round before you would go back.
But
in.
if we're the only ones with exhaustion, then
Correct.
it should be us. So
I mean, Iskram will gain exhaustion and Luna will gain 1 point of exhaustion, but you all have gone the last 6 hours with exhaustion.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I think just continue in the order, so it would be Luck and Iska. I think it's fine right now.
Yep. So
And
Luck
Luck needs to recover from the points anyway.
Yep. So Luck and Iska go in, and Kel, you were rolling a D100 as we come up on midnight of day 3.
I would like to have my arrows trained on behind us.
Low CR.
Yep. Low CR again, guys. Man, you guys are getting lucky with these low CRs.
Cruising.
Can I put that little magical mask on,
Sure.
like as we traverse, so I get a really good view?
I mean, it's tree cover. I mean, you barely can see. The trees almost meet at the top, not quite. So you're seeing a lot of treetops. And in some cases, it's only from 200 feet up. Some of these trees are close to 250 feet tall. So sometimes all you see is leaves.
All right. See you later.
1, 2, 3. What's a nature check? Actually, you corrected. I'm still missing some. It looks like I'm missing a Iska.
She's in right now.
Oh, that's right. She's in. Iskrin. Gotcha. So anyone want to make modifications or we want to jump right to it?
go for it.
I'm jumping to it.
Pretty good.
It's 18.
Oh.
So it looks like we have 1 failure, 2 failures, 3 failures, which is still a
3 successes though.
It was the perception with advantage? Your axles? Because we had to hit an 18, right?
But there was no perception on this.
Yeah, this
I
is
got
just
initiative.
PR.
I
Oh,
rolled
initiative,
just- yeah.
sorry.
So we got 3
sorry.
successes, 3 failures.
Yeah, so it's 3 failures, which is
Don't
still
worry,
a success
I'll
because you've got 7 people out. So, yep, no damage. Who wants anything you guys want to do before you move on? Luck, roll me a D100. A 60. Low CR again. God, you guys. Y'all are killing me. It's like I made up all this fun stuff for you guys and y'all keep rolling the same damn numbers the whole time.
Better us killing you than you killing us.
It's true. Y'all are pounding through the vice. In fact, Dustin is kind of like, this should not be this easy.
Well, now he's jinxed us.
Now I'm scared.
Yeah.
What are the odds?
What are the odds? 2,
I'm going to port in
3,
at
4,
12 for that, so that would be a
16.
Yeah, I need an. Who are my other people? Is that it?
Wait, it's low CR, right? Okay.
Luck. We need luck.
both
Yeah.
CR.
Oh no! Oh, luck. Oh, got luck. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to port in the 12 for mine.
You're porting
That
the.
would be a 16. My 12.
Yeah, yours is
my,
going
my
to go to.
initiative.
We'll go to a 16.
Yep.
And let me roll her up.
17.
22.
Ooh. Well,
These guys
Got
got
us.
the drop on you. It's another set of distracting jackals that completely take you surprise after you've had such incredible luck. And it looks like. I'm sorry?
I want to use an assassinate.
Which would put us at 3 and 3, which is a success. So yeah, you can use
all
it.
hail our roguey queen.
Yep. All hail your roguey queen as you all take no damage. As Cilia, these distracting jackals do not distract your rogue. She's better than that. And yeah, they run. She runs one of them through that would have normally taken you guys out.
Big high fives after that.
I forgot to apply y'all's exhaustion.
I imagine at this point, whenever Iska tries to go for a high five, Luna just quickly taps his hand with her quarterstaff instead. Like,
Yeah. So next up, who is it? Luna, rolling me a D100, please.
Sure thing. That's not an ambush. Tactical combat.
Ooh, back to a tactical combat. Let me roll up tactical combat. Which one you guys get?
It'll be fine.
Good luck, team.
We good.
It'll be fine.
And this is the last one before we swap out again?
So I'm taking a nap.
Yeah, this is the last one before a swap. And let's see what you guys get. On a D10. Ooh, you got the 10.
Oh, no. He's rubbing his hands. This is all bad. Abort! Audience, thank you for joining us.
Dustin just said, you guys are having it easy.
I know, like I knew you jinxed us on purpose, you son of a DM.
What a good one.
Yeah. This is going to be... So,
Also, thank you, Ishman.
thank you, Ishman. Actually, let me prep up the map for you guys.
Actually, we haven't taken a break in a while.
Actually, we haven't taken a break, so why don't we... Well, I'm going to prep the map. Why don't you tell people about our channel, and I will get everything prepped up for y'all's combat.
Yes. Hello, lovely viewers. Are you enjoying yourself? I hope you are. On this vice-filled session of ours, our channel is run 100% for charity. This month's charity is Toys for Tots. There are links below so you can look into this wonderful organization dedicated to bringing gifts to underprivileged families. There are lots of volunteer opportunities. You can also financially donate either at your office or local place, or you can choose to donate here. If you do, you can do things like give our players a D12 inspiration, a natural 20. Also, there are 2 this month only levels. There's the holiday stuffer. No.
Stocking stuffer. Yep, stocking stuffer.
Stocking stuffer for $4. And then there's also the holiday trinket for $15. All the levels are listed below. So please don't feel the need to donate if you don't like to. You can do things like share us on social media like Facebook and Twitter. And as a special for joining us, we can go to... Actually, we missed a week. So first, we will have a palindrome. This week's palindrome being... lived on decaf. Faced no devil. I will type it in the chat to prove that is a palindrome.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I just like it. Yeah, I see. And also, for I believe, if you want to also sort of bits and subscriptions also do go to charity. Talking about bits, did we catch the big bomb that
That's right.
Luna dropped?
I don't think we did.
No.
No. How much was it?
Oh, it was 11,000?
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
11,000 bits.
Oh.
11,000. But that's money.
I'm not... That was
Not that-
that much.
Oh yeah, no, I
Buying
totally
toy
didn't
cars,
catch that there was
buying real
11,000 bits that had been donated that came in because yeah, the alert doesn't go off because it freezes the stream. So wow, thank you. That is awesome.
Because this is my castle, and I reign Bit Queen.
Bit Queen, Queen Bit is who you are.
That's why I said it in the other order. I don't appreciate that. But, oh man, they're not sacked yet, though.
Yeah.
Okay, folks. So if you'll swap on over to the map, is that y'all's
Well-
new initiative? Did y'all start rolling new initiative?
No, I don't think we did yet.
Oh
well.
Oh, you know, yeah,
We
'cause
do-
people,
we do
you know, it
still
is.
have
People
fun.
had their stuff. Yeah, go ahead and do pun of the week.
Sure. For as long as I want wandering. So now it's time for pun of the week. What did the hat say to the tie?
What?
If you hang around, I'll go on ahead.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah.
That was actually a good one. I like that one.
Don't encourage this. Okay, I need to take my quick
Doesn't
break.
matter.
I'll be right back.
It doesn't matter.
Everyone encouraged it once or twice. It happens. It doesn't make any difference.
Oh, you're welcome.
Oh, I missed the pun.
You
Damn.
did. I waited. We vamped for a little bit.
Well,
I'll tell you afterwards.
You didn't miss a thing.
Missed everything. Okay. I'll also be streaming right after the Vice, so you can tune in then if you'd like a repeat.
I would. Some people actually do like puns.
I know. You just need to learn to embrace it. I used to not like puns for a bit too, and then I realized they hurt other people more than me. Then I enjoyed them.
Bad.
Plus,
True.
your father. I mean,
Yeah, and that. Like, eventually you just kind of gotta bow to the Grandmaster.
You are muted, sir.
So, okay. I think we are ready to go. If y'all are already on the map. I forgot to move you all off it. If you guys will swap into, so you're looking at the map.
Okay.
And we will. Golly, I don't know. Yeah, those are wrong. Give me half a second. So yeah, go ahead and click on your tokens and roll your initiative, if you will, please.
I swear my token is clicked on. Better go in. Yeah!
Look at
Boom.
you.
Let's go!
Looking good. And this is what the combat I've been waiting for. The new fun and excitement that I created. Let me get some initiative.
Am I able to take a processing action? Can I do something?
I'm sorry?
Can I throw some caltrops behind us?
Do you have caltrops?
I do. I purchased them.
Sure, you're welcome to.
90 of them. So it throws out 30 at a time.
You're gonna stop to pick them back up after the battle.
No,
That's my real question.
No, they're disposable.
So how have you known when to throw them and when not to throw them?
Well, I'm guessing. I'm guessing you're gonna say when you throw them.
Yeah. Well, sorry, I disappeared. What happened in the time that I disappeared?
You have a tactical combat coming up.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you didn't know that was happening. I thought that's what you were doing in prep for the tactical combat. Yeah, we're in tactical combat, so we're rolling initiative.
Okay.
Yep. So up on the map, roll your initiative, all that good stuff.
Okay. Yeah. It's all right.
And right now
On
it
my
is
turn,
luck
I
and
will throw
Iska.
soldier.
And
Go, team, go.
yay!
You got it. Don't even worry about it. And I do. And Luna does have the brain, doesn't it?
And you hear Dustin go, "Oh no," as he looks out into the forest and he hears there's a weird sound. Several of you hear this sound that you're not familiar with. It's this weird buzzing, very odd, high-pitched buzz. And he goes, "Hold your breath. It's lung lice."
So how would I only be able to make a water strider mound in my head or anybody else's?
They would be, they would be...
Oh, that's true. They can't breathe water. Never
They
mind.
can't breathe water. You might have a whole different
I was like,
problem.
here is
I'll bring it.
You do hear them coming from the southeast. Cal, we only have 5 people out. Oh, I need to do Dustin, right? Sorry. That's me.
And actually, can I finesse it a little bit and basically just have a mask over the nose and mouth so I can still see?
You can certainly try. I'm more than happy. You can try whatever you want. Your guide has said you should hold your breath. But try what you want. There's great things that could be happening here. It's lots of fun.
So that's what she's been so water.
Sorry, guys. I'm sure whoever was listening and had their volume turned way up just got killed by the intro of the battle music. It's Luna, you are first up. What would you like to do?
And you said it was coming from the southeast?
It's coming from the southeast.
Okay, yeah, so kind of 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, right in between there. So yeah, so in that case, I will stand there again, having the water over my face. Ready to go.
Okay.
Hold the action.
Yep. Iskrim, what do you want to do? You are muted.
Of course, because I was eating peanut butter toast for breakfast. I would like to go beside Luna, just down here a little bit. Make sure I am within 5 feet of her.
Mm-hmm.
And prepare to cast a spell. I'm assuming since you said it was what was it, lung
lice.
Lung lice. I'm assuming they're going to be swarmed. So I want to try to make an area effect wall to maybe kiss that off. But yeah, he's going to risk it.
Okay. I was gonna say.
Because I know for a fact that you've been wanting something like this to happen. You want someone to use a spell, and I'm just like, you know what? It's not the vice if this doesn't happen.
And yeah, your whole thing is you make things worse.
Not with Luna next to me.
I should have killed you in the ring.
High five?
No witnesses. It would have been perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. No one would ever know.
He slipped and fell on a knife 18 times.
You see,
Right? Fell into my knife 10 times.
you see Dustin
Ran into my knife.
jump into the back of the wagon and grab one of the paddles, these big 2-handled paddles, and says, grab one. You're going to need it. And it does take an action to, because you got to sort of sort through and get them out. And unfortunately, they've been buried. They're under tumblebeast armor plates and everything else, and everything shifted around as you all have been living in here and eating and all that good kind of stuff. Oh yeah, actually, you guys do need to mark off it's middle of the night, so you are actually about to end up with your second day of rations.
Okay.
I mean, actually, we know you've got plenty, so we'll be loose with that. But yeah, you see him pick one of these up. Just letting you guys know, it is a two-handed strength weapon. And it does 2d6 damage.
In that case, with my held action, I will move into the wagon, knowing that I can't get the action to take it out yet, but so I'm in place to go get it.
Gotcha. Yeah, it is a simple weapon, so as long as you're proficient with simple weapons, you are fine. And next up, it is Kel.
I moved my thing, and I was like, "Where's the unmute button?" So
Your button's mutinous.
Yeah. With that in mind, I will jump into the wagon, use my action to grab a paddle, and take a deep breath and prepare to hold it.
Yeah, you see Dustin did the same. I'm sure Cilia's dex is better than the lung lice, so I will let you go first on the 15.
Okay.
I will say that actually, I'll say that you see where they are. You're able to since they're on the same action, so I'll at least move them onto your lair. They are tough to see as they are still back in the trees.
Quick question.
That's them down there, guys.
Would you allow me to, since I have the cunning action, would you allow me as a bonus action to kind of adjust my cloak a bit so that the fabric is over my mouth?
You certainly can try. Yep, you can.
Awesome. And then my strength is absolute crap. But I'll go pick up a
paddle.
That's my action.
Okay. But you are just putting your scarf over, you're not holding your breath? Just double checking.
Yes. I'm just going to put the scarf over. Hope that works.
Okay. And you guys see flying out of out of the woods. Let's do my measurement. You see these two swarms of little white bugs. Any of you who've been to South Georgia or in the South, those clouds of gnats that you get, that you sort of just go all around. You feel them crawling all over your skin.
Before they get close,
Axel, do me a.
I would like to cast Frostprince's Forge as a wall, I guess. I'm trying to remember because it's actually armed Hunger of Hodor, right? Yeah, so 150 feet range.
But yeah, what's the? Can you make it a wall? I thought it was always a point source.
20 foot. Yeah, it's like a 20-foot area.
Okay, it still will only be 20 feet, but it depends on where you want to put them.
Well, they were coming from this direction. Oh, that's not it. This direction, correct? No?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so, yeah, basically before they even get out of the woods, just come out the woods, just drop it straight up and backwards there.
Okay.
Alright. Do this.
You were intent on doing this, so you didn't realize that Luna had stepped away from you and went to the wagon to go get a paddle.
Oh, yeah. I noticed on the map, but I was like, you know, Ishrin doesn't realize that.
So this is at it's a level 3 spell, correct?
That is true.
So I need you to roll a D100, please.
67.
On a 67, you see as the weave starts to vibrate violently and then settles. I also need you to roll a D6 for me, though, as well.
Oh, this is fun. Oh, this is good fun.
On a 6, it actually casts. So tell me where it is on the map.
Alright, so I'd like to drop it basically in 20-foot radius, just out from Axel in this.
Wait, Axel's in it? Actually, it doesn't affect Axel,
Axel's
right?
not in. No, Axel's not in. So, like, I want the start of it to be like that line there.
Is it 20-foot radius or 20-foot area?
Oh.
I think it's a 20-foot area, right?
Sphere, 3-dimensional.
Yeah.
That's,
A 20-foot sphere, radius sphere, or a 20, or just
20-foot radius sphere.
Okay, so it's actually 40 feet.
yeah. So basically, so it's like this. So it comes out, just doesn't hit Axel. If you can see my pointer.
Yeah.
I'm not 100%.
So, yeah, put me at 20 feet. Yeah, I know that it's kind of weird. So, I'm doing a square just because it's easier. Does that look right? I went one too far, didn't I? Go to the north, or to the south.
Oh.
Just measure went by so I can see if I went far enough. Up. Yeah, 6 o'clock. Straight down. There we go. There-ish.
Yes.
Okay.
So they're like they have to travel through that. Everything else has to travel through that as well. But Axel's fine. Axel's out of it.
Yeah, so you cast it when they were moving, basically, from the jungle,
when they were
from the
moving
forest
through.
to Axel. So I'm playing too much chop. I'm saying from the jungle.
Yeah. So, so they're making a dexterity saving throw, or they take the damage, it looks like, right?
Let's have a quick read again of the spell. Any creature that starts its turn within the area takes 2d6. It's difficult to range. They are blind.
I'm going to say they didn't start their turn, or say it's simultaneous,
Okay.
since you did it as your action, but ends its turn, must do the dexterity. So I'll say, did you capture him or not? Do a D100, high and call high or low.
They are blind, so. Where do we go?
On a 58, now do another one just because see whether you catch both of them. We'll say you caught one of them. You caught both of them. So it's so they have to do a dex save against your spell.
Yes, please. 15. Magical slashing damage.
13 and an 18. So one passes, the other one does not, and it's 2d6.
2d6.
Okay. 2d6.
No Vice Surge?
I know, no Vice Surge and the spell cast. Look at that. So yeah, you see as one of these, we'll say this one. Whoops, I'm still on the drawing thing. We'll say this one here seems to get caught somewhat in this whirlwind of slashing magic. But it's interesting. You realize that slashing, because they're so small and dart around, doesn't seem to do the amount of damage that you would have thought that they would have taken. Celia, what were you doing with the rest of your turn? You were just moving. You put this thing over your mouth. What were you else? You grabbed a paddle. That's right. So you grabbed a paddle. So it is now the Lyce's turn.
Remind me what the damage on that is again.
It's 2d6 plus strength. So, my buddy, we'll say, since he yelled it out at the beginning, and since you paid for a guide, that you actually did hold your breath. I mean, unless you want to say that you didn't, Axel.
He probably would have, yeah.
I would think so.
Buzzing, holding breath. Yeah, he's got to hold his breath.
Yep. So, all of these critters start, both of these swarms sort of gather and crawl all over your skin, crawl up your nose, get all in your hair, and, you know, with all of this crawling up inside of your nose and stuff, basically they have a ability called histamine induction. I need you to make a DC 16 Constitution saving throw. I shouldn't have told you what it was. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. I'm like sitting here reading the thing to see if something happens.
You done screwed up, boy.
I need you to do 2 of them as well.
I'm going a nat 20 on one of them and roll the other one.
Okay.
Nat 20 on the other, so...
Yep.
Yeah.
You do not...
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
No.
And you keep holding your breath. As both of them come up to you. Next up, Celia. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry, we already did Celia. So at the same time, you hear your buddy Dustin go, "Oh no, they're with suture flies." As you see a group of 5 larger sort of dragonfly looking creatures come flying out of the forest as well. And at an incredible speed start zipping across the battlefield. One comes up to Celia. Another one comes up to Iskrin. These
Do they pass through the...
Yep, I'm going to do that once I move them.
Okay.
Because, yeah, they actually do start their turn. So they automatically take the D6, right?
Yeah, 2d6 cold.
Yep.
Right, I'll roll that for you.
Yep, go ahead and roll it out. That'd be great. And they get a dex. Or if they start in it, it's if they end that they... So if they start, it's automatic, right?
Yeah, and they are blind and deaf and stupid.
Okay.
So they just fly straight.
Yeah, they're trying to get out of there. Yeah, so there's no dex save, so they all take the 10 points of damage. It does seem to affect them in a way that you expect, these guys.
Look at that. 10 points off. Let's cast another spell.
Yeah, Iskrin's feeling lucky.
No.
It worked fine the first time. I mean, why not?
Dead Ladrin.
Yeah.
It did everyone. You died.
fun.
Don't you remember the slideshow?
No, it's gonna live.
So, going to make a... one's going to make a slashing... Actually, 2 are going to make slashing attacks against Celia. On a 9, I assume, does not hit. And a 10 does not hit. It's going to make one's going to make a slashing attack against Kel. You're still Kel at this point. On a 26. I assume that hits Kel.
Is there no modifier because they're blind?
They're outside of the zone.
Only blind inside the area.
In the area.
Oh, only blind. Oh, I thought they were
The
blind
original
dead
style
and
has
not-
it basically being magical darkness.
Gotcha. So yes, the 26 hits.
Yep. That's 11 slashing damage against Kel. Iskrin
Bring it.
for a 12.
Miss.
And they seem to hold the one near Axel seems to hold its action, seems to just be hovering there in front of him for some reason. Axel, it is now your turn.
He's
Axel's
gonna have to
good.
take a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, the one that's staying.
Up, yeah,
inside
the one's
area.
gonna have to make a dex to save.
Well, it doesn't even know Axel's there because it's inside there. So it's
Yeah, that's
not,
true.
So.
Yeah, so it's hovering, sort of a little bit lost.
Right.
It's a 13 dex.
No, 15.
15. Okay, yep, he takes 10 points of damage.
Fuck it.
Nice. Axel is going to use his action to disengage and run away to get a paddle.
Okay,
So,
I will let you do that.
and yeah, he won't be able to get a paddle because he used his action, but he's away from the bugs on the car.
Yep. Luna, you are probably buried under Kel's token. Can you click it or no? Can you
What?
click yourself?
Yeah,
Your
that's
token.
fine.
Cool. So, yep, it's your turn.
Okay, well now I can actually grab a paddle.
Yep.
Actually, if I use my action and all my movement, can I give Axel a paddle I find and also get one myself?
I'll allow it.
Okay, that's what I will do. So Axel
Yep. So
has
you're
one.
you're doing paddle handout.
Yeah.
So Axel will have one for the next action. Wizards, simple weapons.
Yeah.
I thought everyone gets simple weapons, right? Oh yeah, because you can throw a dagger. Right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Iskrin, you are up. You've got this weird looking fly right in your face.
In the quickest motion he can, he's just gonna unclip Lyle and just slash. Make
Okay.
him attack roll.
Make your attacks.
He's gonna do it. It's gonna be wonderful.
13 misses.
And he's gonna slash him again.
25 will definitely hit. You slash at this. You are two-handing it, I assume. Yep. So you do 11
Actually,
plus.
no, just one-handed. One-handed.
Oh, it's just one-handed. So you do the 11 points of damage to this one in front of you, and yeah, you. It's still flying and still getting around you, but yeah, again, slashing does not seem to be all that on these guys.
I
As
should have turned the blade flat and just bopped it.
so, yep, maybe next time. Dustin has his paddle now,
Twisted.
and he is going to.
Was that including the crit damage?
Yeah, because his crit, he rolled a 1
Oh,
on the crit damage. Yeah.
gotcha.
Dustin goes, well, someone's going to have to take care of these, and jumps down toward the lung lice.
Working on it.
And no, I mean, he's not being smug. He's just doing his thing, and he swings his paddle at it for 23. Will hit for 13 damage, and you see that these lice just get splat. Quite a few of them, doing lots of damage to them as they get splatted against the side of this big two-handed paddle. So yeah, but he only can attack once with it because it's the old two-hander. Kel, it is your turn. You've got suture flies on either side of you. Lice is down in front of the wagon.
And I presume the paddle will not be as effective against these flies.
You don't know.
But they're both on me. I will... and both of them are undamaged?
Yep, both are. Well, they took some damage from
right.
from the storm, but again, it was not as much as you had thought that they would take.
Right. Well, I guess I will. To hit one of them with a paddle, I suppose.
Okay, which one do you want to hit?
The one that is between me and Celia.
Okay.
And what am I rolling for this?
It is your strength. It's a strength attack, so D20 plus your strength modifier and proficiency.
Plus strength plus proficiency, so that's plus 5.
Yep. And then it's 2d6 damage plus your strength.
Except that I got an 8.
Oh yeah, you got an 8. So it darts out of the way, unfortunately, and you aren't able to connect with it. Anything for your bonus action?
No.
Okay. We're letting Celia go next because she has higher dex than the lice.
All right, I'm gonna attempt to attack the same one that Kel just attempted to attack.
Okay.
Oh God, this is gonna be so bad.
So D20 11. Unfortunately, it darts out of the way again. Swing around your paddle. It just feels big and clunky and clumsy in your hands. It is now the lice's turn. And you see Dustin holding his breath for all he's worth, but all of these things start crawling all over his face. At least the one that is right next to him, and he needs to make his Constitution saving throw. Where is it? On an 8, you see him sneeze violently, and you see his eyes go wide as he now attempts to, even though he has sneezed, not take an inhale afterwards. And you see Dustin take a deep inhale, and the entire swarm disappears into Dustin.
He was a good guide.
This other group comes zooming over, and
He'll be fine. Shut up.
having missed him before, comes over to Axel. I need Axel to make a Constitution saving throw. I'm saying that Dustin's a little preoccupied. On a 14, you sneeze. I need you to make a Charisma saving throw.
No.
The swarm disappears inside of Axel's lungs. As you become infested with lung lice, and take 7
Halfway through round
7 slashing damage as you feel these little bugs start to gnaw into the tender flesh inside of your lungs.
Ow. That's...
It is now the suture fly's turn. As soon as this happens, you see the suture flies' attention seem to turn immediately to what has happened. Celia, you get an opportunity attack with your paddle.
You're muted, Jeanette.
I'm gonna use a natural 20.
Okay. Go ahead
Yeah.
and roll the damage for it. It is, like I said, 2d6 plus...
I'm gonna change this to that. I rolled a crit anyway.
You never know. You never know.
What are the odds?
That's a crit.
5%.
What are the odds, indeed?
5%.
This is the entire reason I wanted to. Because I put it as squishing damage.
Squishing damage. Yep. So it takes 14 squishing damage, but is still alive. And you guys watch in horror as the suture fly, with its wickedly sharp tail, sews Dustin's mouth shut and injects his nose with a resin so that the lice are able to stay inside and not get expelled.
Look at him. He's looking so smug that he came up with these creatures.
And you,
terrifying.
as soon as you see this, your attention is drawn as you see the other flies descend upon Axel. This one does not move out of range of Kel, so it doesn't get an opportunity attack. And it is going to attempt to do the same thing. On a 23, Axel's mouth is sewn shut, and you are your nose is filled with resin. You are suffocating, so you have as many rounds as you have your Constitution modifier before you will immediately drop to 0 hit points, unless these are removed from you.
So 0 rounds.
So you all at minimum. It's a minimum of 1.
Yeah, 2 rounds. Yeah. Wrong character. I'm thinking of a different character.
Yeah.
2 rounds.
I was gonna say I didn't think you had a 10. The other two, this one seeing that those are taken care of, is going to go to Cilia, and it is going to just do a slash attack against Cilia with a nat 1. After seeing its comrade get completely squished by that squishing damage, it does not do very well. The one by Iskrin is going to do a slash attack. And on a 10 does not hit. This one is going to move out. I know it's got a... if it starts its turn, it automatically takes if you'll roll my damage for this one.
Yes, he does. Are we talking about the one?
So it takes 7. As it emerges from outside of that, and it's going to come over and is going to just do a slash attack against Dustin, trying to get him down. And I forgot to roll Dustin's damage for what was in his lungs. On an 8, natural 1, it does not do anything, and I need to roll the damage on the Vice Lice. On the Lung Lice, takes 4 slashing damage. Dustin does. You see Dustin's eyes go wide and starts pointing toward the wagon. As we now move on to Axel's turn. You are currently suffocating, your mouth is sewn shut, and your nose is filled with resin, so you are unable to breathe, and you feel these lice inside your lungs now.
That's very pleasant. Charisma. He's panicking. He's going to try and cut the... I guess it's so, and he's going to basically try and cut it with his claws.
Nope, and you're welcome to do that.
Yep.
You need to... there's actually a thing for this.
Try and spit out.
It takes 2 actions and a sharp blade. We'll call your claws a sharp blade. So you are in the first. You are starting to get your mouth cut open, but it's kind of like you have to cut through the outside and the inside because it has done a loop through your lips. You get the first top, and it does cause intense pain and 2 slashing damage.
Wonderful, yeah. He's alive, but
Yep.
not happy.
Luna, it is your turn.
All right. So I see a situation with Axel and Dustin, correct?
You see a situation with Axel and Dustin. You saw Dustin point towards the
point
wagon,
towards
but at
the
this
wagon.
point you don't know what he was pointing at. Unfortunately, he can't speak.
Yeah, I have no idea what he'd want me to look for. I don't know. I'd probably try and help Axel get his mouth all the way open.
You are welcome to
So-
do that.
So I drop my paddle,
Yeah.
pull out my dagger, slash,
Yep.
you try and
Instantly
Open.
Joker face.
Yep. So that's 2 slashing damage to Axel, but his mouth is now open. Your nose is still full of crap. That's you're gonna have to dig that out probably after combat because it's like pretty gross. Or you can try.
You said okay. All right.
I mean, it's basically like having solidified. I mean, think of like bee resin up your nose, but his mouth is open. He can breathe, and
Okay,
is able to breathe with the lice. They're just still in there.
Gotcha. I'm trying to think. Could I? No, there's really no precedent for that. So I was gonna say if I expend all my ki, can I evict these lice from his lungs?
You know, that's interesting because I just now thought what you're thinking, and I hadn't thought of that as one of the ways. If you basically want to drown him, manipulate water to basically catch them all in that, and then pull it back out.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. Yeah.
God, is there like a damage for what drowning damage is? I'm not sure if there is.
I think drowning is just
It's like-
Constitution check.
Yeah, it's just you automatically. If you're drowning, you automatically go to 0. But you're going to push it in, pull it out. I'm going to say that. Well, I tell you what we're going to do. If this could be worse.
Constitution save.
I was going to say. I mean, I think it's a death save.
I had bad history with those. They just keep showing
I
up,
mean, you're
don't
basically
they?
filling his lungs full with water, and then. But the thing is, you are able to pull it out quickly. I mean, that's where I'm. So maybe it's not. I will go with a. Well, here's the thing. I have a damage roll for one of the ways to get them out. We could just go with that if you would like. But it's not really doing damage like the other ones were.
So again, I'd be using all my worship, and again, I'm willing to expend all my ki to say, that I'm finessing this as much as possible to do it in and out. Like all five's gone.
The only thing is that I would tell you yes, but you've already used your action this turn to help cut it open.
Would this count as an attack? Because I'd get 2 attacks.
Nah, I don't. Well, but I wouldn't call the second piece an attack, especially if you're finessing it. Here's
Sure,
the thing:
that's true.
to do
Okay.
it without doing damage to Axel, you would have to use all your movement. Like you say, finesse it, and I won't even let you use all your ki. I'll say and use 2 ki points to finesse it out. If you just want to wash it the hell out, and it will do some damage to him, and just get it out. And Axel, you can respond. You can ask.
Yeah, like your mouth is open. You can.
Yeah, you can talk. You have bare air. You just have lungs full of lice.
He's trying basically to cough up these lice. So
It's interesting you're not.
You know what?
Terrible sort of
You
thing.
know what? He wants it out. Little damage is better than his still being in there. Get him out.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll see what's the damage.
So, and I'm going to do it as half damage for what the other way was. So, roll me 3d8.
I'm gonna try and roll. Sorry.
Look at that. Double 1s on the damage. And I said it was going to be half of that. So you take 4 damage as you, these lice come basically in a flood of water. Waterlogged, they are not dead. Because they have to take, I'll also say they're taking the full damage from it. So they're going to take some of the damage as well. And basically you cough, vomit, whatever them up on the deck of the wagon there, but they are out of you.
That's the second time some creature has gone down his throat with the intent to kill him.
Pretty much.
The last time this was Spirit of Death, so you could say this is an improvement.
That's true. Luna, I think that's going to be all your turn.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
my whole turn.
Iskrin, you are up. You have a suture fly in your face. You have seen the lovely things that they do to people. It didn't sew you shut, it just slashed you for some reason.
Right. Okay. So, I'm just going to go for another slash attack at this guy and try put him down.
Are you going to try to flat blade it?
I'm going to flat blade it.
We'll say that Lyle's as big as one of these paddles, so it will. Yeah, it works. So yeah, it's his normal. It's his normal damage since he's not truly one of the paddles. That hits for 5. You're two-handing it. That would make sense, and actually because the paddles are two-handed. So it whacks into him and just squashes it completely as this one goes down.
Okay.
They do not seem to like bludgeoning damage at all.
Can I then race over to Dustin, Lyle out in front, and try cut his mouth?
With Lyle?
Lyle. Like the tip. Just the tip.
He's already taken an action.
You've already used your attack anyway.
Well, he gets 2 attacks. Because he's a sword.
Yeah.
Because he's a pact of the sword.
Attack. Spell. You're using the sword to open Dustin up. This is going to go great.
All right, here's what I'll say. Roll an attack roll, and you will get all the way through, but he's going to take the damage.
Better. Well, as long as his mouth is open.
It's true.
I just want to open his mouth.
Yep.
Just like I saw Luna do to.
Yep.
Thing. So I'm just going to.
17 will hit him, and it does 10 slashing, which opens his mouth. He actually looks at you and says, "Thank you." And that's your.
Can I bonus action pass from a healing potion?
He doesn't take it. He waves it off. He's got more important. He's like, I've got more important problem.
Fair enough. I'll just wave my hand in the air and drop the spell behind me as well.
Drop the spell, okay. It is now Dustin's turn. You see him run to the wagon, cautiously avoiding the lung lice that is there. And you see him pick up a small sort of box. He opens it, and it's basically a block of white liquid, a white solid. That as soon as he opens it, you can smell it. Who would be familiar? Actually, Luck probably would, maybe. It is basically a block of chlorine, like you use for your pool. And he goes and just fully inhales it, taking...
Yeah, that's hard.
It's how you
get it out.
Get lice.
It works, yeah. It makes it
inhospitable, and he takes 3d8. He takes 15 damage himself.
To be brutally fair, do the 2 flies take opportunity attacks on him as he moves to the wagon?
Yes, actually, they absolutely would. You're right. Give me 1 second. I'll roll those because I need to do math. What did I just say? He did 15 points of damage. So that takes him down to 14. Yeah. And luckily, the lice, which moved with him, of course. Minus. Ooh, this is cool. Oh yeah, it's gonna be enough, isn't it? Because they take double that. And he coughs them out onto the floor. It seems as though there's still a swarm there, but he sort of looks and goes, "Small swarm can't infest." However, they do add themselves to this swarm, and that swarm seems to, we'll call it, recover a little bit.
Yeah, work back up a little.
But so you are down to 1 swarm.
Okay.
But it looks as though basically one of them got healed. That 1 swarm got healed for a minor amount, whatever it had left in it.
Nearly there, guys. Nearly there. Nearly there.
Sorry, I didn't need to move the wagon.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Quick,
And
swap 'em. Swap
I
'em
need to
hard.
roll the 2 slashing attacks against Dustin. Suture Fly Slash. On a 17 against Dustin, it hits. 17 hits. And a 24, both hit. Yeah, he is taking the damage. He knows he's got to get these things out of his lungs. But yeah, he gets hit for almost 25 damage for the 2 of those. And he kind of looks back at Iskrin and goes, "Still have that potion?" And it's Kel's turn.
All right. So I'm in the wagon. They're in the wagon right in front of me.
Yep, they are right there.
So I'm going to overhand pedal those suckers, and I am using a nat 20.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that damage, 2d6. Plus your strength. 2d6 plus your strength. Or if you want to just go ahead and roll the 4d6 plus strength, that works too.
Yeah.
Actually, you have to hit them. You do have advantage, though. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Well, no, I used a crit.
Oh, you used a crit. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Of course, yeah. Sorry. So, yeah, you just smack a whole bunch of them into smithereens on the ground. It's still a fairly big swarm. You don't know whether it's small enough now or not to still be able to infest, but there is certainly a lot less than there were before.
And I am going to, since they're not on me, and tell me if I can do this or not, can I quick refresh my breath? Because I've been holding my breath. Can I?
If you, if you have not sneezed or done something to expel all your breath, it's minutes per your Constitution modifier, not
okay.
rounds. So unless that's why they have the histamine thing, is to make it so that it actually is combat notable attack.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's to
Okay.
make you sneeze so then you are suffocating.
Okay.
I don't know who would have thought up something horrible like that. Celia, it's your turn.
Who indeed?
Were these born of the hurricane?
These were born of the hurricane.
I'm gonna
Long lice.
I'm gonna attack the swarm. It's my battle.
Yep.
And if it's not high enough, I'm going to use an inspiration die.
You can use an inspiration die. Actually, I already said it. They're on the ground. You don't have to use the inspiration die. You have advantage.
Oh,
Because they're on the ground in the wagon. I already said that for Kel, and they haven't moved.
They're getting really squished then.
Yeah. Yeah, to be fair,
Critically squished.
critically squished. So that does another 7, 12, 24 damage. They are not dead, but they do seem to be of such dispersed amount that potentially they would not be able to infest anyone else. And with that, it is their turn, and you see them actually, they retreat. You are, anyone who is standing there with a paddle or with whatever is able to get opportunity
Absolutely,
attacks.
I'm gonna smack those suckers.
Boom! Crit nation!
So tell me, Celia, how much you hate lung lice.
Oh, I guess I don't need to.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way they're going to survive that. They are vulnerable to bludgeoning damage.
Oh my god.
The lung lice did get to her, though.
I would say you all can all work together on this. Everyone basically at the same time, as soon as they started to move, everyone went at it.
Moon is just doing super tiny punches.
Well, I don't know that I want to use my reaction in case if I have the opportunity to do it on one of the flies who are
True.
going next.
Yep. That'll be your call. But yeah, Celia, you can absolutely... Well, roll the damage just to make sure. That's a splatting. So yeah, for 17, so that's 30. Yeah, they're dead. They're way dead. You hate lung lice.
Celia just like holds it with both of her hands and doesn't know her own strength because she's really weak, actually.
Don't break the wagon.
She just goes, "Did you really just try to kill my friend? This isn't gonna do," and just reels back and as hard as she freaking can. Flat.
I mean, these are just completely flattened. As this lung lice goes off into the woods, you actually see these two suture flies are retreating with them to fight again another day.
He's getting an opportunity attack.
Yep, Iskrin gets an opportunity attack.
Two-handed.
On a 17, you definitely hit. On a 20, yep, that one you get one to die.
Oh, that's not adding my strength modifier for some reason. So that'd be 12, not 10.
Cool. So anyway,
It's
yeah,
dead
regardless, he's dead.
Yeah.
So that one dies as it's trying to get away. These two actually are going to take disengage, because I forgot to say it on the last one, and they fly off as they swing around up into their little swarm. And with that, combat is over. In fact, we are all but out of time, as your first couple of days in the Vice have gone by.
That's pretty good bookending. Started with a tactical, ended with a tactical.
Yeah.
Shall we do this? Because since we're at a swap out point, shall we do that now?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that so it's taken care of. I guess that's questions or anything. Okay, so suture flies, you have looks like you have 2 suture flies that are on the battlefield. Luck, someone can roll luck his skinning, 2 of his skinning checks.
I guess he's going to do that when he gets out.
Oh, that's right, he's in there. So if someone else, no, because that's the thing, you'll be gone. Unless you want to throw the whole things in the cart, you could. They're fairly big and are probably going to smell and maybe attract other things. If someone else can do a survival check to see, harvest, see if they can harvest. Dustin says the tails is what's the thing to harvest on a suture fly.
With
I will
Lyle, I'm
do-
gonna give that a red.
I will do a survival check.
Okay,
Smart move. Smart move.
And I will assist. So,
give you advantage on it.
yep.
Nice.
Yep. So you're able to. I mean, it's basically you cut the tails off. It's not a terribly difficult thing to do, and you get both of those tails. So you can add to your inventory 2 suture fly tails, and anything anyone wants to do here at the end of tactical, or do we want to just go straight to back to the chart?
Well, we need to do our. I'm presuming we need to do our swap out.
Yeah. No, that's what I was saying. But so we'll go back to the chart. So we'll tactical combat ends. We are on the tracking.
I pass my healing potion that I offered to Dustin.
Let's see. Is he going to take it? He will take it. It's a 2d4 plus 4.
Yeah. I'm just going to say to him, so if you die in here, what happens then?
Oh,
Who gets that shot?
did you take it? Is that your own that you took, Celia?
No, I just,
Or were you rolling it for him?
yeah.
I'll let
Aww.
You can take the 9 though.
Yeah.
1 hit point better.
Yeah, he's actually looking pretty rough. Actually, he's looking really rough. So he's going to look to you guys and say, if you don't mind, I'm going to head back into my crystal.
Then why did he drink the potion?
Yeah, I guess I shouldn't have drunk the potion then. I didn't realize. I wasn't thinking. I'll stay. No, he really can't. I'll give you the potion back.
Yeah, okay, I'm just because I was gonna suggest he just go in
Yeah,
the shard.
yeah, no, he's definitely just
Take
going
a
to
nap.
shard. Yeah. He's gonna go take a nap.
I'll
I'll
take
give
a
you back
shot.
the So, what are the other swaps you guys want to do?
So if
Well,
someone wants to pop out, I'd say put one of the pets back in, even though I know there should still be fine because I don't think we should have 3 people out. And then it'd be Kel. And,
Plus, because the cat's been out the longest. If you want to do that.
yeah.
Okay.
Who else is
And
there?
then I guess me.
Yes.
And Kel, because Kel, you would have 2 points of exhaustion starting in the next round.
Yeah, so I need to go in.
Yeah. Actually, Celia is going to have 2 points of exhaustion as. Oh no, she won't. She'll have her first point of exhaustion. I'm sorry, first point of exhaustion. So that's right. So right now you have Iskrin is at 1 point of exhaustion. Luna is at 1 point of exhaustion. Celia is at 1 point of exhaustion. We'll go ahead and do the. Let's go ahead and do the D100 now, so we know what we're starting with. So I don't know who's next. I forget who just rolled.
I rolled that, so whoever's after me.
So next up is Celia.
I will say when Iska pops out, she marches towards Iskrin and just like grabs him and says, "One last stupid thing. You promised one last stupid thing."
Oh, yeah, that's true. You cast a spell, you get choked.
Yeah. Chokehold.
After thrashing for a bit, she like examines him to make sure he's all still there and not like growing a tail or anything.
So on a 40, you will have a medium CR combat when we start next week.
You see empty bottles just fly out.
Yeah, it's basically coming up on 6 a.m. on day 3 in the Vice.
Of 20.
Of 20. Yep. Welcome to the Vice, folks. And with that, let's go around real quick. I know it was a whole new system. There's some stuff certainly we can discuss and knock about on our own. As you know, I've got to get to my next game as well. So let's go ahead and go around real quick. I know it's totally different than within our normal session, so feel free to let me have it. We'll start with. Let's go ahead and start with Tunarth. I'll brace myself.
Well, no, we knew this was coming at some point. So we knew it was dangerous. We knew it was scary. We knew we had to be prepared, and we did our best to prepare. And none of us are dead yet, so that's a plus.
With one successful cast.
With one successful cast under your belt.
We're not going to comment on that at the moment.
Yeah. I was gonna say it's only. I mean, it was a 40. I mean, that's the highest spell any of you can cast. It's a 45% chance, and it's still just a 45% chance, but it's also a 45% chance. What are the odds? Let's go to Templar Warden.
Oh, but hey, wait! I did not get to say that I am North and chat. I'm Colin65 on Twitter. I'm here for the Vice on Saturdays at 2 p.m. Eastern. I'm here Sunday mornings when we discuss today. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Eastern, Dungeons and Coffees. Come tune in. And at 2 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, Sundays, I and NNG9 play in T. Fredrickson 80s campaign, Essel of the Power Within, where we play completely different characters than Claudia's brother to Dick.
There you go. Templar Warden, go ahead.
Hello, I am Templar Warden. I was playing Hidden by Axel, the Tabaxi Wizard, if you didn't know. That was fun. The last fight was very interesting. And you just looked so smug that you would come up with those things. You were trying to hide it, but it was there. Anyway, that was a good fun session.
Oh, come on. You got to love lung lice,
man.
The just the name.
Of a shit-eating grin.
Yeah.
Just the name, lung lice. You should see what happens if you don't get them out in time.
Anyway.
We'd rather not.
Yes, we'd rather not, although we're probably going to fight them later. We've got a lot of rolls. Anyway, so I am Templar Warden on pretty much anywhere on the internet, Twitch, other places. And on Twitter, I am Rainer Templar, and that's me.
Cool. I'm putting in the $100 bit donation from NNG9, which actually does go into the spell bank. So that outputs the spell bank at 126, which is a spell. So we'll move on down the line. Luna, tell us about yourself, and I will figure out what level spell that you guys can roll for before we end up.
Hello, I'm NNG9 on Twitch, NNG98 on Twitter. I like to live stream games and curse a lot. I'll be doing that a little bit after the session is done, probably about 3:15, 3:30 Mountain Time. I also like to do puns. As Danny mentioned, I'm a member of Two Freddy's 80 game. My character is on fire, sometimes literally. Links in chat.
Yay! Let's go to Bird vs. Plane.
Hey folks, I'm Bird vs. Plane. You can find me on Twitter at my handle. You can also find me on a podcast called Six Sided Diaries. I'll be playing in under the Starfinder system. So we are going to try to break in a future space RPG where I play a weird bug creature who's a technomancer. We'll see how this works out and how long I will go without being squashed.
Cool. Alicia, roll me a D39.
D39. You got it, sir. 2.
On a 2. Oh, this actually could be good. It's a 4th level spell. And I don't know exactly what it is. I'm going to have to read. It is Aura of Life. Sounds good.
Good.
I call dibs. Everyone's trying
No,
to
you don't.
Aw.
It like maximizes healing.
I can't hear the sound of you casting a spell in the vice.
Next up, we'll go to Tree Hugging Druid.
Hi. I wasn't here for the intro. Y'all did it now.
Yeah.
Dragon Druid. I play the wonderful rogue Celia. She's a rogue. She does rogue things.
She's a rogue.
And you can find me on Twitter. I don't tweet anything. I retweet when people are streaming on Twitch. Or Mixer, as Devo9 with my Friday game has switched to mainly Mixer. So, yeah. I don't know why I didn't link that in the chat, but I will get on that. Yeah.
Very, very cool. Next up, Dragons or Cats? The man, the myth, the legend who casts spells in the Vice.
And that is the new standard we keep to for now on for the rest of the 17 days we have. It's going to happen. Something horrible is going to happen. It's going to be wonderful. I am Dragons or Cats. You can catch me on here. I love the Vice. It's so much fun. You can also catch me on the Twitters and on Twitch as Dragons Like Cats. On Tuesday nights, Australian Daylight Standing Time at 8 o'clock, we do a charity stream. Last time, the party tried to fight a dragon. Oh god, that did not go well.
Ooh.
Wonderful. Yep, 3 characters dropped in one breath.
Man.
Run away! Run away!
Run away!
It was basically a clutch saving throw of Hypnotic Pattern that just put the dragon to, lays about. It was perfect.
Oh, nice.
It's just like, nah, gone. It was so good. But yeah, no, this has been wonderful, and I can't wait for next week.
Lots more rolls to come. And I am Tall Squall. I'm your DM and your host. Thank you so much for coming by. It's going to be interesting. We've, like I say, there's whatever we're on. We are, I haven't even counted up. Day 3 of 20 of these, and we actually have not hit anything really bad yet. Believe it or not, lung lice is not the worst thing that's out there. I know you're shocked. Anyway, it was great having you guys. Thank you for all the donations and also for the subscribes and also for the follows. I know I was sort of not paying much attention to chat as I was trying to wrangle multiple spreadsheets and sort of rules. We're trying out this sort of quick resolution encounter mechanic to see how it works. Please check out our Discord, and I truly would like to hear people's feedback on what they think about the system. There's a link there as well for people to actually link to the sheet so you can look at it at your leisure to see what you think. The Vice is one of those places that it's like, how do you do this without it being 240 tactical combats or some such thing? So, it's a work in progress. Would love to have your thoughts on it. And until next time, gather your friends together and tell a story, because that's what it's all about. Thanks, everyone. Have a good one. Bye-bye.